beyond that. But still, we are tracking this potential for a tornado on the ground here near the Ravenna area. Again, a very classic supercell structure here, a very hook echo type structure on this storm. And again, the inflow going into the north and west, your tornado will be right in here, just to the north and east of Ravenna. And again, this storm moving off pretty slowly, northeast about 15 to 20 miles an hour. So a very slow mover, kind of a stationary almost type of storm. But again, that latest radar scan there coming in. Go ahead and flip this over to the velocity radar once more. Good to see a little bit, maybe a little bit weakening. We're starting to see these red and the greens a little farther apart, just to the north and east of Ravenna on that last radar scan. So potentially a little bit of weakening here, which may be a good sign, but still treat this as if there is a tornado on the ground. And again, if you're north and east of Ravenna, up near northeast of town as well, look out for this storm heading your way. Again, just a very slow mover, as I mentioned. Again, it's only moving northeast about 15 to 20 miles an hour. Also on the storm, again, look out for quarter-size hail potentially coming down on you as well. Again, that hail core just to the north of town right now, maybe approaching maybe the Loop City area too. So again, if you're in Loop City, again, be on the lookout for this storm, or Rockville, excuse me. Look out for this storm heading your way. Again, this storm could be around you maybe say 5 to 10 minutes. So if you're in the Rockville area, again, look out for this storm heading your way. It's moving off very slowly towards you guys. If you're in Rockville, make sure you're seeking shelter as we speak. And again, this tornado warning is still in effect till 12:45. Again, this is for northeastern Buffalo as well as southeastern Sherman counties. And again, this warning issued for this storm here. Pretty good supercell structure on this, really. A very classic hook echo type supercell structure. Again, this is just radar indicated rotation at this point. This is really the only storm that we have seen with the last couple of hours or so that's really had the potential to produce any kind of significant rotation. But again, as this low, the low pressure system that had those storms come through last night, and again, a lot of wind shear with these storms, or with any storms that could go up. So this is kind of the result that we're seeing right now. Again, if you're in the Ravenna area, north and east of town, over towards Rockville, again, make sure you're in your shelter, inside a basement, a storm cellar, an interior room, whatever you have to protect yourself from the possibility of flying debris from this possible tornado on the ground. Again, treat this as if there is. Once again, this is just merely radar indicated rotation that we're tracking at this point, but very slow mover as well. Again, storm, the rotation itself, probably just to the north and east of town. And again, a possible little couplet right here is what we call these, with that southern flank of that supercell. And again, we're seeing the reds and the green colors. It indicates the wind speed going away from the radar in the red, the wind speed going towards the radar in the green, right where they meet here, just north and east of town, where that potential tornado is. And again, it's moving very slowly off to the north and east, probably closer, or maybe going towards the Rockville area. So again, just be seeking shelter. Let people know about this storm that's coming towards the Rockville area if you know people in there. Otherwise, again, this warning remains in place for about another 20-25 minutes or so. And again, we're going to keep with this. Otherwise, latest radar scan coming in right now. See how the radar rotation is. Again, there's Rockville. It's just to the south and west of town, just to the north and east of Ravenna. I'm going to throw a little graphic on here, and we're going to see how fast it could potentially be towards Rockville. And again, probably Rockville, say 15-20 minutes, the storm heading your way. It's moving very slowly off to the north and east. So Rockville, say, 15-20 minutes, this could be heading your way if it can maintain its intensity as it is right now. And again, this classic supercell structure north of Kearney, north and east of Ravenna, south and west of Rockville. Again, that radar indicator rotation rather. We're tracking that north and east of town of Ravenna, heading towards Rockville. So again, also look out for some hail on this, quarter to half-dollar size hail if possible with this storm as well. A hail core probably off to the north and west of where I have this outlined, probably north of Ravenna right there along Highway 86. So again, we're tracking this storm. Reflectivity, there's your classic supercell structure. Again, more than likely radar indicator rotation at this point, but Again, that tornado will be right in here. Again, this storm moving slowly north and east, about say 15, 20 miles an hour, and that's really about it. Very slow mover. And again, Rockville being your safe place right now. The storm could be heading towards you, and again, probably 15, 20 minutes as we speak. So I'm going to go ahead and clear this. I want to go back and check the correlation coefficient just to make sure with any of these last radar scans that we haven't had any debris being wafted with this one. Obviously, it looks a little bit messy right now. So I'm just going to throw the loop on real quick. It's kind of difficult to tell right now. Maybe a good thing that there isn't any rotation maybe on the ground yet, but still treat this as if there is a tornado on the ground. And again, this is for northeastern Sherman, or excuse me, southeastern Sherman, northeastern Buffalo counties. And again, this warning runs till 12:45. And again, possible tornado on this storm, working its way off to the north and east, about 15 to 20 miles an hour here. So again, dangerous storm potential north and east of Ravenna. And again, this storm moving towards the Rockville area. Again, probably 15 to 20 minutes here with the speed it's going. But if you're in the Rockville area, make sure you are seeking shelter right now as we speak. Again, that storm on a track maybe just to the north and west of town. I'm looking at this on radar loop, but still, if you're in the Rockville area, again, this storm is going to be a close call. Again, that rotation going to be right in here somewhere, just to the north and east of Ravenna, right where this little hook echo, we like to call that, on radar shows up. So again, tracking this very closely. Again, Rockville, make sure you're in your safe places right now. It's got some kind of a basement, storm cellar, some kind of interior room with no windows. Again, I'm going to be tracking this. Warning remains in place till 12:45. Again, Rockville area is probably just to the north and west of Rockville. Be on alert for this storm as well. Again, there's areas just to the north and east of Ravenna. I'm probably seeing the worst of it right now. But still, tornado warning remains in place till 12:45. Ashton, maybe a lookout for as well for this storm coming your way too. Otherwise, maybe a little bit of weakening there possibly in that last radar scan. Maybe a good sign. Let's go ahead and back and check the velocity. Looking for a couplet here, where those reds and those greens kind of meet. Of course, if they do, you'd see a little bit of a brighter color too. Again, probably looking at some kind of rotation, maybe right here, 775 road, close to 480 Avenue, right where that red going away from the radar, the wind, right where that red meets that green, the green going towards the radar, the wind. Impossible rotation right there. It's just radar indicated at this point. But still, very concerning here, tracking this classic supercell structure. Again, maybe a little bit more, that last radar scan looking a little bit more concerning. Let's go ahead and see what we have on here as well. And again, that classic supercell structure just to the north and east of Ravenna, just to the south and west of Rockville. Again, very slow moving storm. It's really only going about 20 miles an hour to the north and east, and almost kind of taking a due north turn these last couple of radar scans. So Rockville, be on alert for this storm in your area. Areas just to the west of Rockville, north and west as well. And again, we're tracking this potential for a tornado here, maybe getting an update as we speak. And again, that tornado warning for the north central Buffalo County has been canceled. So Buffalo County, you're in the clear. Southeastern Sherman County, though, this is still in place. Again, just radar indicator rotation still in this latest update that we're getting here. Storm moving due north now at about 15 miles an hour. So Rockville still, if there's a tornado on the ground, it's going to be a close call. But if you're in the Rockville area, make sure you're seeking shelter as we speak. And again, Rockville ETA right around 12:35. But we're tracking this potential for a tornado. And again, this warning remains in effect till 12:45. It's still a half-dollar size hail possible on the storm as well. The hail core right just to the north and west of Rockville. Otherwise, continuing to monitor the potential for some rotation right now too. Base velocity showing a little bit of a couplet here. Again, this is just to the north or south and west of Rockville, north and east of Ravenna. And again, this is a little bit far away from the radar site too, so maybe this is picking up a little bit of upper level, maybe atmospheric rotation, but still treat this as if there is a tornado on the ground as we speak. So again, 775 road and right along 479 road here, potential for that tornado. So actually, the latest radar scan showing a little bit of weakening right now too, which is a good sign. But still, if you're in the Rockville area, make sure you are seeking shelter right now as this possible tornado moving closer and closer towards you. So again, we're going to throw this back on here to our radar. Again, this storm just to the south and west of Rockville. Again, we're looking for that classic hook echo shape on this storm, which was pretty evident a few radar scans earlier. Looks like it may be weakening a little bit, but still treat this as if there is a tornado on the ground. Again, this is just merely radar indicated at this point. Storm moving off to the north at about 20 miles an hour, if that. Very slow moving storm. So again, Rockville, look out. Make sure you're in your safe places, seeking some shelter right now too. I'm going to try this once again, just kind of give you an idea of where the storm will be heading. This very slow moving storm. Again, it's moving about 15 miles an hour. Again, areas north and west of Rockville. Look out for this storm heading your way. Ashton, look out as well. This storm potentially heading towards you guys. Once again, we'll see if this gets extended past 12:45, so about another 15 minutes on this tornado warning. But still, potential for a tornado on this storm. And again, we do have this storm moving just northwest of Rockville. It was around the Ravenna area earlier. But this is really the only storm that we've seen so far this morning that has really kind of allowed itself to develop into a very classic supercell shape. Again, we got some other scattered activity north and west, places like Broken Bow and Callaway, but again, this storm right near the triple point, we call it. It's the surface low, the warm front, and the cold front. And again, oftentimes with storms that are able to develop like this one, you can get a lot of wind shear, and if it has the sufficient amount of low-level moisture, easily goes tornado warning, and that's what we're seeing right now. And again, areas just to the north and west of Rockville, or southwest of Rockville, excuse me, look out, this storm heading north and west of town possibly. But if you're in Rockville, make sure you're seeking shelter in some kind of sturdy structure, some kind of basement. Also, if you're a storm cellar, also ideal. Again, tracking this possible tornado. Again, just radar indicator at this point. Also look out for half-dollar size hail on this storm too. Again, this storm a very slow mover. Again, only moving off to the north and northeast, about 15 to 20 miles an hour with this latest radar update that we have. Again, this is about almost 30 miles northeast of Kearney, near Ravenna, northeast of Ravenna, southwest of Rockville. Again, half-dollar size hail possible, radar indicated, rotation indicated, obviously by radar. And again, Rockville, possibly this storm heading your way here about 3 to 5 minutes or so. Once again, tracking this, the possibility of a tornado on the ground. Again, this is not a confirmed tornado. Just like I've been saying, it's only a merely radar indicated tornado at this point. But with it back and throw this on velocity just to see how, if the latest radar scans have come in have showed a little weakening. It looks like they actually have, which is a good sign. Again, you'd be looking for rotation probably right around here. Again, 779 Road and right around, say, 479 Avenue. So let's go ahead and back to throw this on the radar. Yeah, obviously a little bit more of a broader rotation that we're seeing here. So a good sign that this storm could be weakening, but still, Rockville area, look out. This storm heading your way. Here comes our latest radar scan. Also watching a little area here just to the south of Rockville as well, though radar not really picking up on that too well. And again, your tornado would be somewhere south and west of Rockville, if there is one on the ground. And again, areas north and west of Rockville, look out for this storm heading your way. Ashton, be on the lookout as well. This storm heading your direction. Maybe more so the hail right now, but still tracking the possibility of a tornado here. Again, if you're in the Rockville area, make sure you're seeking shelter. And again, this tornado warning still in place for southeast Sherman County. This runs for about another, say, 12 minutes or so. It expires at 12:45. And again, we'll be tracking this as long as conditions warrant for the possibility of a tornado on the ground here. So nothing confirmed yet, which is some good news. However, there is still the possibility that this storm could produce in the future. So again, if you're in the Rockville area, look out. This is just to the west of town. And again, right along, say, Highway 68. That storm approaching you, moving towards Highway 58. And again, this storm moving very slowly north, just about 15 to 20 miles an hour. So again, if you're north and west of Rockville or in Rockville itself, which you're in the warning, make sure you're seeking shelter in some kind of basement interior room without windows ideally. Also, if you have a storm cellar, a very good place for that too. Otherwise, tornado warning remains in effect here. Again, this is around just over 10 minutes. And again, see if we get any more latest radar updates. Nothing really popping out on correlation coefficient. So once again, just to kind of explain what this is just the possibility of debris being wafted. And again, it doesn't look like there's any significance here for the correlation coefficient. Doesn't look like there's any debris being wafted, so some good news there. Otherwise, let's throw this back to reflectivity. Looks like the latest radar scan, storm looks to be weakening a little bit, which is some good sign. But still, we're going to stay with this. Let's go back to velocities to see if there's any kind of couplet. Again, very broad rotation if there is any at all at the surface. So again, this radar scan a little bit far away from the radar itself. We're looking here from the Hastings radar. So again, keep that in perspective. The farther out the radar beam goes, the higher up in the atmosphere the radar scan actually comes in. So again, we're probably looking at maybe just some upper level rotation right now. But still treat this as if there is a tornado on the ground at this point. And again, I'm encouraged by the last couple of radar scans that shows the storm weakening a little bit, because it had a very classic hook echo type shape a little bit earlier. I'm going to throw this back on the loop here. About half hour ago, just to the north and east of Ravenna was at its worst. But still, this looks like the storm weakening a little bit. We're also not seeing an extension of this warning. I would imagine close to now would be seeing an extension of this warning if there is significant rotation. But either way, if you're in the Rockville area, make sure you're seeking shelter. Again, northwest of town, this storm is moving. Ashton, look out as well. This storm heading closer to you guys, and right along Highway 92. So again, if you're in these areas, make sure you are seeking shelter. Again, this storm probably passing just to the south and east of Loop City. Otherwise, Rockville, look out. Again, the storm passing just to the north and west of town. But some good news is that we're not seeing an extension of this warning. So again, I'm a little bit encouraged by that. We've seen a little bit of a weakening rotation on this storm too, because there was some pretty strong rotation, at least according to radar earlier. But again, these last couple of scans, that radar rotation does not look nearly as good. But still, if you're in these areas within the tornado warning, make sure you're seeking shelter. Again, Rockville, look out. Ashton, this storm heading towards your way as well. Otherwise, correlation coefficient, one more time, not really seeing much in the way of any rotation or debris being wafted either, really. And again, tracking just the potential for this tornado on the ground. Okay, here we go. Another tornado warning. Again, this is the same storm. We've just seen an extension of this until 1:15. And again, half-dollar size hail tornado possible on this as well. Storm moving off to the north, about 20 miles an hour. And again, not really seeing a whole lot of rotation, but still, that structure on that storm is there. And again, this warning now does include Ashton. So if you're in the Ashton area, make sure you're seeking shelter. Again, flying debris going to be possible with this storm, and of course, this radar indicated rotation right now. But still, if you're in this area, make sure you're seeking shelter. Once again, just kind of a recap of what just came in. Tornado warning for eastern Sherman, northwestern Howard counties. And again, this warning runs till 1:15. Storm moving off to the north, about 20 miles an hour, so rather slow. But Ashton, look out. This storm is heading your way. I almost think this storm is trying to recycle a little bit here. We're starting to see a little bit more of that classic hook echo. It was on the left side of the storm. You may see a little earlier. But again, look at the right side of the storm. It's trying to wrap up again, we call that. I'm going to throw this back on the base velocity. You can kind of see it there, just to the maybe around the Rockville area as we speak. Again, tracking this possible tornado. Again, if you're in the Ashton area, make sure you're seeking shelter. Again, this warning now in effect till 1:15 later this afternoon. So warning extended for over another half hour. So we're going to be tracking this as long as conditions warrant. And again, possible rotation. Starting to see a little bit more of a couplet here on the right side of the storm, right around the Rockville area. So again, look out for this storm heading your way. Slow this down just a little bit as well. Reflectivity again showing the possible rotation. Again, this is just to the north of Rockville, where we'd be looking at this possible new rotation. And again, the last couple of radar scans, they have showed a little bit of an intensification on the right side of this supercell. And again, we'll be looking at rotation just north of town, more than likely. This was back on the velocity. Again, just to the north of Rockville, right where these red colors meet the green colors. That's right where we're seeing that little bit of a rotation here. And again, the red indicates that the wind speed's going away from the radar. The green colors, that indicates the rotation, or the wind rather, going towards the radar. So again, we're looking for that little couplet, we like to call that. Right now, that couplet just to the northeast of Rockville. And again, this storm moving very slowly north, about 20 miles an hour. If you're in the Ashton area, definitely look out for this storm heading your way. Again, I'm going to throw this time lapse on here as well, just to kind of see how far away this is from Ashton, how quickly it will be there. So Ashton about 20 miles an hour, or the storm moving about 20 miles an hour. You can expect this storm to be in your neighborhood probably 20 to 25 minutes or so, if this storm is able to maintain its intensity and strength. And again, tornado warning has been extended until 1:15. This is for eastern Sherman, northwestern Howard counties. And again, possible tornado, it's just radar indicated at this point. If it was not radar indicated and it was confirmed, we would see these red boxes turn purple. So still some good news there, but still we are tracking that pretty somewhat of a couplet here north and east of Rockville. And again, storm moving off pretty slowly north at 20 miles an hour. So again, look out places like Ashton, areas north of Rockville. And again, this storm, possible rotation on it. And again, we're going to be tracking this as long as the conditions warrant. And again, this latest radar scan showing a little bit more of an intensity on the classic supercell structure with this storm. So again, if you're in the Ashton area, look out. This storm heading your way, probably 20 to 25 minutes. And again, this will be on top of there before you know it, and even though it is moving very slowly. Again, if you're in Ashton, make sure you're seeking shelter in some kind of a sturdy structure. A basement would be ideal. Also, if you have a storm cellar, if you have some kind of interior room, protect yourself from flying debris. Ideally, a room that does not have any windows. Again, this storm moving northeast very slowly towards Ashton right now. Tornado warning still in place for eastern Sherman, northwest Howard counties. And again, this warning runs till 1:15. This is really the only storm that we've seen so far that's been able to really get going as the surface low moves off to the north and east. And again, didn't have much in tornadoes yesterday. There were a couple in northern Kansas, but still more of that potential this afternoon. We're expecting the possibility of more of these storms possibly to get going here over the next couple of hours. And again, if you're in the Ashton area, this tornado warning remains in place till 1:15. Again, that storm heading your way about 20 minutes or so. And again, we have not seen any other storms really been able to materialize. There is another one just to the south and east of Kearney right now. We're also keeping a close watch on. Again, a little bit of a tower there. Possibility of a new storm going up there. But let's zoom back in on this storm once more. And again, Ashton, you're kind of in the direct line of the storm, so make sure you're seeking shelter as soon as you can. And again, Ashton, the storm heading your way in about 20 minutes or so. And again, this storm north and east of Rockville. Again, rotation probably northeast of town right now. Again, seeing the possibility of some rotation here, right where these red colors meet the green colors. And again, we're looking for that little couplet. That's what we're looking at. Again, just to the east of, say, Rockville Avenue, 781 Road. And this radar scan might be a little bit slow, but a little bit of an intensification in that last radar scan, so possibility of that happening. Also do have, speaking of that storm near Kearney, again, severe thunderstorm warning, as I go back to that real quickly. Severe thunderstorm warning just issued for northwest Kearney and central Buffalo counties. Again, that is that storm there blowing up very quickly. It's just to the southeast of Kearney. And again, if this storm can also maintain some of these same characteristics as this one, I think there is also a possibility that this could possibly go tornado warned as well. I also want to make a mention here of this storm up by Ravenna and Rockville, heading towards Ashton. This is from Tim Wright himself. This is a report earlier that a tornado did touch down briefly north of Ravenna. So again, this storm does have a bit of a history now of producing a tornado. So again, possible report of a tornado north of Ravenna a little bit while ago. Storm moving towards Ashton, again, just to the north of Rockville now. Again, that's out of your area. Rockville, you're in the clear. Ashton, look out. This storm is heading your way. Again, probably within, say, 10 to 15 minutes or so. And again, we're looking at the possibility of rotation here. Let's do this on the correlation coefficient just to see if we can possibly get any kind of debris being lofted. Maybe a little something right here, possibly. Let me throw this back on reflectivity to see if this lines up, and it may just might. And again, maybe a little bit of debris being lofted now as the storm may be starting to try to re-intensify as it moves closer and closer towards the Ashton area. So again, if you're in the Ashton area, you need to be seeking shelter as soon as you can. Again, possibility of a tornado. This is just radar indicated at this point still. But still, as this storm moves off to the north, it has a history of producing tornadoes. Again, a possible report of one just north of Ravenna. So again, we're tracking this. Also another severe thunderstorm warning just around the Kearney area as well. And again, tracking the possibility of a tornado here. Again, a little bit of a, possibly of a little couplet here. So go throw this back on the velocity. Again, this a little bit more concerning now as it approaches, say, 781 road. We're looking at this bright green meet this red. And again, maybe more of an intensification of some rotation right around just to the north and east of Rockville. Again, this storm moving very slowly north, about, say, 15 to 20 miles an hour. So Ashton, look out. This storm kind of on a beeline for you guys. And again, we're tracking this areas north of Ashton as well, as this warning has been extended. Again, this is for eastern Sherman, northwest Howard counties. Again, this warning runs for another half hour. Again, we're tracking the possibility of a tornado here. Again, pretty strong rotation we're seeing on radar on our velocity. This is north and east of Rockville. So again, areas of 781 road, areas north and east of there, closer to, are heading towards Ashton. Again, look out, this rotation heading your way. And again, storm has a history of producing a tornado. Again, we had a brief report, or a report coming of a brief tornado, again, about a mile north of Ravenna. And again, we did see that tornado touch down, or at least it has been confirmed that a trained spotter was able to confirm that tornado touching down north of town there in Ravenna. Otherwise, looking at more rotation on this storm. Again, that rotation right now south of Ashton, north of Rockville. Again, so moving pretty slowly. It's only moving north about 15 to 20 miles an hour, but still tracking the possibility of a tornado on the ground here. And again, this is not a confirmed tornado warning. It is just a radar indicated tornado warning. And again, if that does change, we would see this red box for the tornado warning turn purple. And of course, we're looking at a pretty strong couplet here just north and east of Rockville. Again, just got another update here on this storm. So again, this tornado warning remaining in effect till 1:15. This is for still eastern Sherman, northwestern Howard counties. And again, located near Rockville, this storm was. Again, I think it's just north and east of town right now. But still the possibility of a tornado, just still radar indicated at this point. Again, this latest update has confirmed that trained spotters about just before 12:30 reported a tornado north of Ravenna. And again, this initial tornado has since lifted. However, the possibility of a tornado, again, remains possible. Again, we could see some more additional tornadoes with this storm. And again, it's the latest radar scan now indicating a little bit brighter green here, meeting this red. And again, we're looking at the possibility of a little bit of rotation just to the northeast of Rockville, moving towards Ashton. And again, let's go ahead and time this out once more for Ashton. You guys, clear this out real quickly. Again, this storm moving about due north at about, say, 20 miles an hour. So let's go ahead and throw this on the couplet that we see here. Ashton, if this storm maintains its strength and intensity, this storm will be near you guys about 18 minutes according to this radar. And again, maybe a little bit sooner than this. Sometimes these radar scans are a little bit slow. So again, I would probably estimate 15 minutes for this storm heading your way. And again, a little bit more of a stronger couplet rotation that we're seeing here just to the northeast of Rockville. Looks like this storm's starting to re-intensify a little bit. But we're going to keep on this storm for a little while, as long as the conditions warrant. Ashton, if you're in Ashton right now, make sure you are seeking shelter as this storm is making its way towards you. And again, seek shelter in some kind of basement, sturdy structure, storm cellar, some kind of interior room that does not have windows. Again, make sure you're seeking shelter from this storm. Again, this latest update indicating that the storm will be there right about 12:50. So again, maybe right about now, but I think this radar scan may be a little bit slow. Still, I think probably 10 to 15 minutes on this storm moving north. Again, Ashton, you're in the direct path of this storm. So again, look out. Make sure you're seeking shelter. Again, Ashton, look out about 15 minutes or so. Otherwise, let's go back and clear this. I'm going to throw this back on the reflectivity just to kind of see. It looks like this last radar scan, the velocity has weakened a little bit here. So the rotation that we were tracking. So possibly some good news there, but still, if you're in the Ashton area, you need to be seeking shelter. And again, this looking a little bit more broad, the rotation has in this last radar scan. So again, I'm encouraged by a little bit of weakening with this storm. But still, if you're in the Ashton area, areas along Highway 92, and again, be sure you seek shelter immediately if you can. So that's that storm. I also want to go back down to the storm just to the southeast of Kearney right now. This thing is blowing up. We got a pretty good hail core potentially on this storm right now as well. Again, this severe thunderstorm warning, that in place till 1:30. Storm moving very slowly north, also at 20 miles an hour. Quarter-size hail possible in that storm, although I would not be surprised if we get some bigger hail. Looks like a little bit bigger hail possible right now in these last couple of radar scans. Otherwise, also 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts possible on this storm. Again, this storm impacting more than likely the east side of Kearney. And again, I would also not be surprised if this storm tries to wrap up too, as this first one near Ashton already has. And of course, that one has a history of producing a tornado. Again, we did see a brief tornado reported just before 12:30, about a mile north of Ravenna on this storm here as it moves in closer to the Ashton area. And again, I'm going to go back here and throw on the velocity, see if we can see any kind of rotation. Again, this is pretty broad rotation right now, so a good sign. Maybe the storm has weakened a little bit in the last couple of scans on radar. And again, we'd be looking just to the south of Ashton for this possible rotation. Again, this is just radar indicated, hence why the radar indicated tornado warning. But still, if you were in the Ashton area, make sure you're seeking shelter. Areas probably west of Elba. Look out for this storm heading your way. Areas north of Ashton. Again, this storm is going to be a close call. Hopefully it can kind of stay on the lower end of the intensity scale as it moves towards the Ashton area. Again, throw this back on reflectivity, just your basic radar scan that most of you at home probably see on your phones. And again, this is just a very classic supercell shaped storm. And again, it is a supercell, but a classic shape, maybe a little hook echo we had a little while ago. But still, possible tornado on this storm as it moves towards the Ashton area. And again, we're going to be tracking this as long as the conditions warrant for this storm. And again, also just have a tornado watch issued until 7 o'clock. Again, this is mainly for parts of central eastern Nebraska. Again, probably an indicator of this led to the reasoning of this tornado watch. So again, now we have a tornado watch till 7 o'clock. Again, a lot of counties in Nebraska included in this, specifically more so in some central and eastern parts of the state. So again, probably areas east of Highway 281 impacted the most by this newly issued tornado watch till 7. So I'll also throw that out there. And again, we're tracking the possibility of a tornado. And again, this is right around the Ashton area. We're going to go as long as we can on this, as long as the conditions are indicating that there's a possible tornado on the ground. Again, velocity, the last couple scans showing some improvement, although it would not surprise me if this storm does decide to recycle again. Again, this rotation more than likely just to the south and east potentially of Ashton. Again, this storm moving off to the north very slowly, about 15 to 20 miles an hour. That's really about it. So again, very slow mover. Again, also do have of course, the continuation of the tornado watch that was just issued. A few of our central Nebraska counties also included in this as well. So It does include Kearney and Buffalo counties, so again, Tri-Cities included in this tornado watch that's been issued until 7 o'clock tonight. And again, possibility of tornadoes here this afternoon. And this is just the first storm. This Ashton storm did produce a tornado a little bit earlier in and around the Ravenna area. Otherwise, going to be tracking this. Again, a little bit of broad rotation just to the south and east of Ashton right now. We're tracking the possibility of this red color meets the green color right in here. That's where we're going to be looking at this possible rotation. Again, just to the south and east of Ashton. But if you're in the Ashton area, make sure you're seeking shelter right now. I'm hoping that this storm will pass just to the south and east of you guys. It moves off to the north and northeast about 15 to 20 miles an hour, so a very slow mover. But still, treat this warning. It's just radar indicated. Treat it as if there is a tornado on the ground. And again, a little bit concerned here again on this backside of this storm here. It's got a classic supercell hook echo type shape. Again, maybe trying to gain a little bit more intensity in this last scan as it moves closer towards the Ashton area, but still just some broad rotation being seen at this point. But still, we're going to be tracking this as long as the conditions warrant. Again, let's throw this back on to the correlation coefficient just to see if I can possibly see any debris being washed by the air, or by the possible tornado into the air. Again, not really seeing much, possibly a little something, again, maybe just south of Ashton, but still kind of a messy screen. Not overly concerned, but still possible for this tornado here in the Ashton area. And again, we do have a new issued tornado watch till 7 tonight. And again, that covers much of central and eastern Nebraska, also southeastern parts of Nebraska, northeastern Kansas possibly included in this as well. And again, we're seeing a pretty early start to these storms getting going today. And again, we do have a couple other storms. And again, this one just got an update on this severe thunderstorm warning just to the north or south and east of Kearney right now. Pretty intense storm has blown up in the last few radar scans. Ping pong ball size hail possible in that storm now. Again, this storm also a very slow mover, northeast at 15 miles an hour. This storm is going to. And again, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts also possible on this storm. And again, that warning, the severe thunderstorm warning itself remains in place until about 1:30. Again, Kearney, look out, especially on the east side of Kearney. Possible for some hail heading your way. Ping pong ball size hail. I've got a little cell just to the north of Minden trying to get going as well. And there are some more other scattered showers around, say, the Broken Bow area, but still, as right along this cold front, the dry line, we're looking at these very intense storms going up. And again, I want to go back to this tornado warned storm here around the Ashton area. Pretty good hail core right now coming in over Ashton, so more than likely to get some good hail as we speak. I'll throw this back on velocity radar just to kind of see if the rotation has either strengthened or weakened in the last couple of scans. It doesn't look like it's intensified any, so some good news there, but I would not be shocked if this storm once again tries to redevelop and gain some more strength once again. So again, maybe a possible couple here just to the south and east of Ashton, but if you're in Ashton, again, treat this like as if there is a tornado on the ground. Make sure you're seeking shelter. I'm hoping that this storm will pass just to the south and east of town where that rotation is at the moment. But again, pretty good hail core coming down right now in Ashton as we speak. Otherwise, areas beyond Ashton, areas farther north and east, look out for this storm heading your way. Make sure you're also seeking shelter with this storm too. And again, we're tracking the possibility of a tornado on this storm. And again, it looks like this storm may be trying to re-intensify once again. Again, we're seeing a bit more of a hail core in the forward flank side of this storm, we call it. Again, we're tracking possible rotation on this storm. Very kind of broad right now. But I would say areas probably just south and east of Ashton. Look out. And this storm moving towards Highway 92 at this point. Just to the west of Farwell, probably a few miles too. And probably just to the south and east of Ashton, hopefully. Again, looks like this radar scan showing a little more broad rotation, so some good news there. Maybe a sign of this storm weakening. Still, I would not be surprised if we get maybe another extension of this tornado warning as it moves off on the storm, as it moves off to the north and east, very slowly, but still tracking that storm. Also want to make mention of this storm in around the Kearney area. This is starting to get a little bit of a hook on it as well. And again, I want to point out just to the southeast of town, Let's throw the velocity on this and see if we do have any kind of rotation being observed. I don't see any on this storm right now, but it would not surprise me if this storm also was able to intensify a little more. That would not be shocking to see maybe this storm go tornado warned either. And again, we're not seeing any clear rotation based on radar with this storm southeast of Kearney a little bit. However, it would not surprise me as this storm takes on more of a hook. We're starting to see that hook develop here. Again, this is a very classic supercell type structure. And again, this is right around the Fort Kearney area. And again, this storm moving slowly northeast as well, about 20 miles an hour. Ping pong ball size hail possible on this storm as well. This latest radar scan just came in. I also want to check one more time the velocity just to make sure there is not any clear-cut rotation on this storm. And it doesn't look like there is any right now, so some good news there, but we're going to be watching this storm very closely. Also, another storm going up just to the north of Minden right now, too. Let's go back to this storm here, again on Ashton. That tornado warning remains in effect till 1:15. And again, maybe just getting another update here. We do have another severe thunderstorm warning. This is for western Jefferson County. This runs until 2 o'clock, so a little bit farther south and east. And again, this storm, 60-mile-an-hour wind gust quarter-size hail on it in Jefferson County. Again, that storm moving off to the northeast about 20 miles an hour. So, again, I've got a few more warnings possibly here. Another update here on this storm near Ashton. Again, we just got this tornado warning, again, remains in effect till 1:15. This is once again for northeastern Sherman, northwestern Howard counties. And again, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located near Farwell. Again, this is actually probably a little bit closer to the Ashton area. Once again, it's about potential for tornado, half-dollar size hail on this as well. Again, this storm moving very slow. It has picked up a little bit of speed here in the last couple of scans, now up to 30 miles an hour. Again, we were tracking that storm at about 15 to 20 miles an hour, so also maybe another good sign that things could be weakening a little bit, although as I look here on the latest velocity scan, you also may notice this couplet kind of returning here just to the north and east of Ashton. So again, we've seen a history of tornadoes on this storm. Had a brief touchdown just to the north of Ravenna just before 12:30, so about a half hour ago. That storm has since lifted, although we're starting to see another couplet here again, right along Sherman Road, just to the east of Ashton. We're looking for that red meeting that green. Again, the red indicating the winds going away from the radar, and this, of course, the radar is pretty far away from this storm as well. The radar is Hastings, but still some pretty broad rotation just to the east of Ashton, right along Sherman Road, moving northeast about 30 miles an hour. So again, as these storms get faster, usually in strength, if they're a very slow mover, usually a good sign that outflow becoming more outflow dominant. So again, still got that possibility of a tornado. And again, also just have on the same storm, also now have, this is a confirmed tornado warning. This is for southern Greeley, northwestern Howard County. This now runs until 1:45, and again, this is now a confirmed tornado on the ground. So again, we're looking just to the south and right around the Farwell area. This intensification has really ramped up here. Again, we were looking at the cell here just to the northeast of Ashton. Look at the last couple of radar scans on this. Again, we're seeing a rapid intensification with the storm in around the Farwell area, and I'm a little concerned. Let me throw the correlation coefficient on this. I'm really hoping that Farwell did not sustain any damage from a possible tornado here. Again, this is very messy, the radar, but still, now a confirmed tornado warning. Again, this warning box showing up in purple. This storm moving off north and east, again, slowly about 20 miles an hour. And again, confirmed tornado located over Farwell, according to the National Weather Service. Again, this storm moving north about 20 miles an hour. If you're in the Farwell area, make sure you're seeking shelter immediately. Elba, look out. This storm heading your way as well. Again, make sure you're seeking shelter in Elba. The storm moving off your way. Again, we've seen a rapid intensification with this storm. And again, on the right side of this, again, a possible very intense supercell. And again, we're tracking this storm east of Ashton near Farwell. This storm moving just north and east about 20 miles an hour. If you're in Elba or Farwell, look out, this storm is heading your way. I'm also going to throw on just the time that we have here again. time this out a little bit more. Again, this storm moving probably north and east about 20 miles an hour. So Elba area, you're going to be on the lookout. Again, look out probably, say, 10 minutes or so. I would imagine this would be your neck of the woods. Coatesfield, also look out for this storm heading your way. About 20 minutes for you guys. Make sure you're seeking shelter in Coatesfield. Woolbach, also, this storm kind of very close to town. Areas, again, west of there towards Greeley. Again, look out for Greeley, Scotia, this storm heading your way. And again, seeing a very intense storm here. Again, this is north and east of the Tri-Cities in and around Ashton. Also a very intense supercell just over the Farwell area a short time ago. In fact, a tornado, according to the National Weather Service, was a confirmed tornado was located over Farwell. So I'm really hoping that we don't get any damage reports from town. Otherwise, half-dollar size hail also on this storm too. And again, this is a confirmed tornado by trained weather spotters. Again, Elba about 105. Maybe right about now, this tornado potentially heading your way. Again, maybe this radar's getting a little bit slow. Also, Coatesfield, again, look out about 115 when this storm will be heading your way as well. And again, this storm hopefully passes between Coatesfield and Elba, but still, there's a confirmed tornado. We have trained weather spotters confirming a tornado on the ground near Farwell. Again, this warning box showing up in purple. Again, confirmed tornado on the ground. This is near the Elba, Coatesfield, Farwell area. This storm moving slowly north at 20 miles an hour. And again, if you're in Elba, Coatesfield, make sure you are seeking shelter in some kind of a sturdy structure. Again, a basement, interior room with no windows would be good as well. Also, if you have a storm cellar, make sure you're seeking shelter somewhere. We do have a confirmed tornado on the ground now with this storm. Again, we've seen a rapid intensification with this supercell, especially on the right side of it. And again, this right side of the supercell starting to be the dominant part of the storm. And again, even towards Ashton, that tornado warning is still in effect for you guys. I'm going to throw this back on the velocity radar. Again, very somewhat intense rotation right now near the Elba area. And again, if you're in this area, make sure you are seeking shelter, especially southwest of town. Elba, make sure you're seeking shelter. Coatesfield, also look out. This storm heading your way too. Otherwise, some additional broad rotation still around the Ashton area. And again, we're looking for those reds meeting the greens. And again, we're seeing a pretty strong rotation right now, right just to north of Farwell, south and west of Elba. And again, we're tracking, there is a confirmed tornado on this. This is confirmed by trained weather spotters. And again, Elba, this storm may be on top of you by now. Make sure you are seeking shelter. Coatesfield, again, about 10 minutes, if that. We're looking at the possibility of a tornado heading your way. So look out, Coatesfield, Elba. I'm a little bit more concerned about as this rotation is a little bit closer to town right now. Again, we're looking for these greens meeting the reds, and again, these a little bit brighter colors as well. And again, we're looking at the possibility of a tornado on the ground here. And again, possible maybe a little bit of debris being wafted here. I want to go back and throw this on the loop here. Farwell, possible tornado near you guys a little earlier. I'm hoping it missed town, but still maybe a little bit of debris being wafted. This radar, this correlation coefficient product of the radar, a little bit messy. And again, this kind of indicates all the dust in the atmosphere too. But still, confirmed tornado warning. This is once again for southern Greeley, northwestern Howard counties. This runs until 1:45. Again, a tornado possibly on the ground. Confirmed tornado warning. That's why it's in purple. The tornado warning box is. Again, we're seeing a pretty strong rotation right now, right around the Elba areas. If you're in Elba, you need to be in a safe place right now. We're seeing some pretty intense rotation, at least based on the radar as we speak. So again, if you're in the Elba area, you need to be seeking shelter. Again, this storm may be on top of you at this point. Woolbach, look out. This storm is heading your way too, even though you're not included in the warning. Would not be surprised to see this turn another direction as well. This storm very intense, obviously, but very unpredictable as well. As we're tracking that first rotation around the Ashton area, and then we saw this area of very strong rotation, and again, a confirmed tornado near Farwell pop up very quickly. And again, Elba, you need to be underground right now, I think. There's a possible tornado on the ground, just based on the velocity signature that I am seeing here. Very bright green, meaning the reds. Definitely not a good sign. If you are in the Elba area, I think you need to be seeking shelter. Again, Elba lookout. This storm heading closer towards the Woolbach area too. Again, confirmed tornado warning on this. This runs to 145. Elba, you need to be seeking shelter. Again, I cannot stress that enough. I do not like the signature here on the velocity radar heading towards you guys. Once again, confirmed tornado warning till 145 on this storm. And again, also some additional broad rotation north and east of Ashton that we're tracking as well. And again, this warning should expire here at about 1:15. We'll see if they extend that one as well as we go throw back on the Viper radar. Again, just the basic reflectivity. Again, looks like there's kind of a couple of updrafts here with this storm. Again, that first one, the confirmed tornado near Elba right now. Also that another one just to the north and east of Ashton. So again, possibly a couple of tornadoes potentially on this one. This very intense supercell. Again, that confirmed tornado warning near the Elba area. I'm a little concerned for the Elba area. Again, starting to see that hook echo shape right over town right now. It's a little bit concerning. And again, looking at rotation, probably southwest of town. This is going to be a close call. Let's throw this back on velocity real quick. Again, Elba, you need to be underground. This is very, I wouldn't say intense, but there's a strengthening rotation right now near the Elba area. And again, we have hit confirmed tornado on the ground near Farwell a short time ago. And again, Elba area, you need to be seeking shelter. Woolbach, look out. This storm heading your way as well. Again, areas north and east of Elba. This storm also in the path of you guys. So again, we're tracking a confirmed tornado warning right around the Elba area. And again, this storm is probably right on top of Elba right now. Again, we're tracking the possibility of a tornado on the ground with this storm. So again, Elba, seek shelter as soon as you can. I also want to go back down to, real quickly, this cell in and around the Kearney area. And again, hoping that this storm does not go tornado warned either, but would not be surprising to see that go as well. Again, the last radar scan looking here, I'm going to throw the velocity on it real quick. Do not see much for rotation right now. Again, this storm east of Kearney, probably approaching the Gibbon area before too long. This storm also moving off to the north and east. Again, that severe thunderstorm warning till 1:30 for Buffalo and parts of Kearney counties. So again, that storm north of Minden, east of Kearney, west of Gibbon. Again, that storm moving towards the Ravenna-Caro area, also Gibbon and Shelton. Look out for that storm. Let's throw back now to the confirmed tornado warning here that we have. Again, Elba, again, you need to be underground, I think, with this possible rotation. Again, we're seeing pretty strong rotation right around town right now. I'm hoping that maybe this storm will pass just to the northwest of town, but seek shelter if you are in Elba. Woolbach, look out too. That storm heading your way. Also got another little area of interest, again, just north and east of Ashton. A little bit of a couplet right there, northeast of town on the edge of this confirmed tornado warning in purple. And again, this red, the radar indicated rotation, or tornado warning, this is in the red box again. That expires here in a couple of minutes. We'll see if that gets extended. But this confirmed tornado warning remains in place until 1:45. And again, this Elba, look out. This storm pretty much right on top of you. Again, let's throw the correlation coefficient on this. Just to see if I can see any debris being wafted. A little bit messy right now, but still, we have a confirmed tornado warning on this storm. I'll throw this in the loop one more time just to see if there is any, in fact, debris being wafted. It's a little bit tough to tell, but velocity radar indicating a pretty good couplet once again in and around the Elba area. Again, we're looking right over town right now, maybe just west. These greens meet the red. Again, a little bit brighter color a short time ago, but still, treat this as we do have a confirmed tornado warning with this storm. Again, tornado was reported near Farwell on the ground. Again, this storm moving north about 20 miles an hour. Again, a very slow mover, but once again, tornado warning runs to 1:45. This is for southern Greeley, northwestern Howard counties. And again, damaging tornado, half-dollar size hail. Also on this storm, we have had trained weather spotters confirm the tornado on the ground near Farwell a short time ago. And again, Elba, look out. This storm heading right for you guys. Coatesfield, also look out. This storm going to be a close call for you. Woolbach as well. Look out for a possible tornado heading your way. Again, throw this back onto reflectivity. Get some more updates here from the latest warnings. Let's go ahead and see what we have. Again, a tornado warning remains in place. This is the latest update for this storm that we're looking at here on the screen. Tornado warning remains in effect till 1:45 again for southern Greeley, northwestern Howard counties. And again, this storm still has the confirmed tornado tag on it. Again, confirmed tornado over Elba. Again, this is a little bit concerning again. Right? There's that hook echo we're talking about. Again, this storm's starting to wrap up again, so maybe seeing a little bit more intensity with this storm right over Elba. And again, the velocity certainly indicating that velocity radar, those reds meet the greens. And again, we're tracking this possible confirmed tornado near Elba. Damaging tornado, $half size hail possible on this storm. Coatesville, also look out north and west of Elba. Again, this storm may pass just to the south and east of you guys, but still seeing another intensification here of this rotation. You see this bright green meets the red just south and west of Elba. Elba, you need to be seeking shelter as soon as you can. If you're in that area too, north and east of town, as this storm moves north and east about 20 miles an hour. Again, a Woolbach, I would say look out. This storm, even though you're not in the tornado warning itself, would not be surprised to see this get extended and you guys get included in this. It just kind of depends where the storm tracks. And again, also, if you're in areas north of Elba within this warning box, make sure you are seeking shelter, as we have had a confirmed tornado on this storm. And again, look out Scotia, Greeley, again, more towns in here as well. Coatesville, another one. Again, we're tracking this confirmed tornado near Elba, was located over Farwell not too long ago as well. Also do have another severe thunderstorm warning. This is for southeastern New York, eastern Fillmore counties. Again, this warning now runs until 2 o'clock. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust, quarter-size hail possible on that storm located near Milligan. That storm moving off to the north about 30 miles an hour, northeast, excuse me. Also another update here on the Jefferson County storm. Ping-pong ball size hail possible on that storm now. Again, that storm moving near Fairbury, northeast about 20 miles an hour. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust possible on that storm. But our concern right now, right around the Elba area. Again, you need to be seeking shelter if you're in Elba. We got a confirmed tornado on the ground. It was located near Farwell. And again, that storm moved north and east of Farwell, right now towards Elba. And again, we're looking at that rotation right now. The red color meets the green color, and of course, a little bit more intense when those colors pop a little more and get more brighter, shall we say. But again, that tornado warning confirmed on the ground. Again, we've had a history of confirmed tornadoes with this supercell storm. Again, north and east of Kearney near Ravenna, had a brief tornado there about 12:30 northeast of town, about a mile. And again, a confirmed tornado near Farwell. This storm, again, moving north and east very slowly. Again, about, say, 20 miles an hour. And again, that rotation right now, pretty much right over Elba. Again, if you're in Elba, or of course areas north and east of town right now, you need to be seeking shelter. Again, I'm a little worried about this signature coming back here on the velocity. I'm going to throw the correlation coefficient on here just for good measure, and hopefully Elba has not taken a direct hit. Let's go ahead and throw this on the loop. And again, I would say Elba, again, hopefully the tornado is not on the ground at this point, but again, areas north and east of town, please be seeking shelter as soon as you can. Again, this storm has a confirmed tornado on it. Coatesville, look out as well. The storm going to be passing close to you guys, maybe southeast of town. But confirmed tornado warning. Again, this runs till 1:45. Again, we're tracking the possibility of a tornado on the ground near Elba with this storm. So let's go ahead and throw this back onto reflectivity here in just a moment. And again, tracking the possibility of a tornado on the ground right around the Elba area. And again, this is a very classic supercell type shape. Again, a hook echo we call it, where the inflow wraps around the inflow of the south side of the storm. It kind of forms a hook. So we're kind of seeing like a little fish hook right here, just in north and east of Elba. And again, we're looking at rotation. Again, pretty strong according to radar. Again, north and east of Elba, and I'm a little worried Elba, you may have hopefully not taken a direct hit from this thing. But still, we're tracking the confirmed tornado warning. This runs until 1:45. And again, this is for, again, Greeley and Howard counties. Again, this warning runs to 1:45. Get some other updates here as well. Again, looks like the severe thunderstorm warning going back to the storm near Kearney. Again, that warning was expired for the severe thunderstorm warning. That is, that warning was expired for Kearney County. So Buffalo County, you're still in this warning here until 1:30. Again, southeast Buffalo County. Quarter-size hail still possible on this storm. So again, that storm just east of Kearney, between Kearney and Gibbon. Look out for quarter-size hail right along Highway 30 right now. And again, that storm also looks pretty intense. But again, our main concern right now is this confirmed tornado warning here. This is for the Elba area. I'm a little concerned Farwell and Elba, again, because some close calls with tornadoes today. I'm a little worried they may have taken some damage with this storm, as we've seen some pretty intense rotation, possibly some debris being wafted here on the correlation coefficient product of our radar as well. But again, right now, again, we see these bright greens meet the red right to the north and east of Elba. That's what we're looking at for possible tornado on the ground right now. And again, this is just an indication of the rotation being observed here on radar. And again, if you're in these areas, make sure you're seeking shelter in some kind of sturdy structure, in a basement if you can. That'd be ideal. Storm cellar, also some kind of interior room as well. Now, we were also looking at just an update here, I guess, a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is for southern Seward, western Saline counties. This warning runs till 2 o'clock. A severe thunderstorm warning for that area. I'll zoom out of this real quickly. Again, if you're in the Elba area, make sure you're seeking shelter. Woolbach, look out too. As I'm going to throw this onto a different radar product and look over to the east, where we will find more severe thunderstorm warnings. Again, pretty good couple of storms here, right around Fairbury, also near Geneva, near Milligan. These storms are quickly moving off to the north and east as well. And again, look out Dorchester, Milford, Beaver Crossing for this severe thunderstorm heading your way. Fairbury, quite a good hail core right there heading in towards town. And again, I'd look out for ping pong ball size hail on that storm. And again, this severe thunderstorm warning in place till 2 for Jefferson County. And again, that storm moving off to the north and east about 30 miles an hour. Again, this new severe thunderstorm warning, that was an extension of the one that we had a little bit earlier, but still, this now extended to 2 o'clock for, again, parts of Fillmore, Saline, also in Seward counties now, too. So we're tracking a couple little lines of storms now as these storms are starting to intensify here as we approach the afternoon hours, or into the afternoon hours now. But still, main concern remains over the Elba area. And again, this storm, let's throw this back on the Hastings radar, has a very classic supercell shape to it. Again, that classic hook echo, we'd call it. And again, looking at some rotation, again, north and east of Elba. Again, it looks like that may have weakened in the last scan, so maybe some good news. However, we just do have another update on this. Again, this is for still for southern Greeley, northwestern Howard counties. Again, this tornado warning, confirmed tornado warning, remains in effect till 1:45. Again, damaging tornado, half-dollar size hail. Again, a confirmed tornado was located near Elba. So again, if you're in the Elba area, probably just north of town right now, that tornado may be on top of you. Again, if you're in the Coatesville area, make sure you're seeking shelter. Otherwise, areas north and east of Elba. Again, this storm has a history of producing tornadoes. This could be maybe a long tracker of a supercell that we have here. Again, this had a tornado confirmed near Ravenna about 12:30, just before, about a mile northeast of town. And again, also on this storm, had a confirmed tornado near Farwell. Again, now confirmed near Elba. So this storm continues to put down maybe brief tornadoes, hopefully, but still possibility of a tornado on the ground here. Again, this tornado warning remains in effect till 1:45. Again, the storm near Elba, probably north of town right now as we speak. Again, mainly over rural areas, but again, Coatesville, look out. Again, this storm starting to intensify. Look at this latest radar velocity signature here. And you see these brighter greens come in. It indicates stronger rotation being observed. And again, this is just north and east of Elba. Again, I'm going to throw this back on reflectivity just to see what kind of hook we have here. Again, if you're in north and east of Elba, again, this is a very classic supercell type shape. Once again, looking at the hook echo on this storm, very classic for tornado producers like this one, as we've seen a couple of tornadoes confirmed with it. I also just want to look and see, again, this storm moving northeast about 25 miles an hour. So again, let's see, the tornado is somewhere in here. I'm going to throw this out about 25 miles an hour. Again, as the storm moves off to the north and east, about that speed. Again, if you're west of Woolbach, look out for this storm heading your way. again, another area of interest near the Brayton area. Again, this storm has a history of producing tornadoes. We've seen it, and again, we've got confirmation of a couple of tornadoes near Farwell, near Ravenna, near Elba. Again, Brayton, look out, maybe about 20 to 25 minutes. The storm heading close to your neighborhood. Again, a very intense supercell, pretty good hail core on this as well. Again, Coatesville, maybe just getting out of the hail core right now. But again, Coatesville, you need to be seeking shelter with this confirmed tornado warning in your area. Again, starting to see maybe a little bit more intensification with the storm once again as it moves north and east of Elba, maybe closer towards Coatesville and Brayton right now. I'll throw this back on the velocity and see if we maybe have possibly some more stronger rotation once again. Again, north and east of Elba. Otherwise, tracking the possibility of a tornado on the ground here. Again, northeast of Elba, moving towards Brayton and Woolbach. Coatesville, you're not too far away either. Again, Coatesville may be passing just to the south and east of town a few miles, but again, concern right now, areas just north and east of Elba, you need to be seeking shelter if you can, if you live in these areas. And again, we're seek shelter in some kind of basement, sturdy structure, interior room, or a storm cellar if you have it. This is something to protect yourself from the possibility of flying debris from this confirmed tornado that we've seen with this specific supercell thunderstorm. Again, that's kind of the main concern right now. We also have some additional warnings around the area. As far as severe thunderstorms go, we had one near Kearney a short time ago. As I throw this back on the reflectivity, again, still got a severe thunderstorm warning. Pretty good storm there, moving into the Gibbon area as we speak, right along Highway 30 and Interstate 82, right along just to the east of Kearney. So again, look out for that storm, possibly dropping, say, quarter-size hail. Otherwise, more storms located to the south and east of those initial supercells. And again, we're starting to see more storms develop here over southeast Nebraska. These storms moving off to the north and east about, say, 20 to 30 miles an hour as well. Areas in Fillmore, also Saline and Seward counties, you got a warning until 2 o'clock. Also Jefferson County, look out Fairbury. Looks like a pretty good hail core over town right now as well. Again, that storm moving off to the north and east somewhat slowly, but still we're tracking the possibility for more storms potentially going tornado warning here this afternoon. I'm starting to see a little bit of a hook on that Fairbury storm as well. So we're going to be watching that rather closely. Otherwise, I do want to make mention of a newly issued severe thunderstorm warning here. Again, this was that storm we were looking at a short time ago for just east of Kearney or Gibbon. We now have another extension of that severe thunderstorm warning till 2:15. This is for northwestern Adams, northeastern Kearney counties, eastern Buffalo County, also western Hall County. You're included in this as well. So places like Denman, Shelton, Caro, Alda, Wood River, you are all in that severe thunderstorm warning in effect till 2:15. Again, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail possible on that storm as it moves off to the north and east about 30 miles an hour. Again, these storms very slow moving, so again, still our main concern is this confirmed tornado warning near Elba. Again, do have that in place till 1:45. And again, I would not be surprised if we see another extension of this as this storm continues to maintain that classic supercell shape, that hook echo we like to call it. And again, the rotation was pretty strong a little earlier, especially around the Elba area. I'm a little worried about the Elba area right now. Again, rotation right north and east of Elba. Again, we're seeing that bright green meet that red here in the velocity. Again, the green indicating the wind direction going towards the radar. The red color going away from the radar, the wind speeds are. And again, still do have a little rotation there just to the north and east of Elba. Looks like it has weakened slightly in this latest scan. So maybe some good news, however, still a confirmed tornado warning with this storm. Definitely be seeking shelter if you're in this area. This is kind of the main area of concern right now. So if you're in those areas, again, seeking shelter in some kind of basement, storm cellar, some kind of interior structure, or some kind of structure where you can get inside, protect yourself from the possibility of flying debris. Also, an update on this storm. So looking back here on this storm, again, this is what we've been talking about. A tornado warning, again, this remains effect till 1:45 for southern Greeley, northwest Howard counties. And again, we do have still the confirmed tornado warning attached to this storm. Again, damaging tornado, ping-pong ball-size hail now, as this storm is showing a little bit more intensification. Again, usually these hail cores get bigger, or those hail stones get bigger too. That's usually an intensification, or sign of intensification of a thunderstorm. So again, tornado warning still placed to 145 for southern Greeley, northwest Howard counties. Again, this storm moving north at 20 miles an hour, so very slow, as has been the case really all morning, well, with the storm anyway, but still. Got several other thunderstorm warnings around the area, especially around southeast parts of Nebraska. Also one near Kearney we're tracking as well. Another thunderstorm warning issued for you guys. Areas along Highway 30 and Interstate 80. Again, look out for cooler size hail, 6-mile wind gusts possible with that storm near Gibbon, moving northeast about, say, 20 to 30 miles an hour. So let's go ahead and back up to the Elba storm that we've been tracking here for a little while. I'm going to throw this back on the velocity just to see if we've had any updates here on the rotation. Again, that rotation just to the north and east of Elba. Again, there's our latest scan coming in. But looks like this has broadened out a little bit, which is some good news, but still treat this as if there is a tornado on the ground. This storm has had a history of producing tornadoes. Again, we saw one earlier near the Ravenna area, just northeast of town, about 12:30, so about an hour ago. This storm has been going on for us. So we got a long track supercell here, moving north and east very slowly. Again, Elba, Farwell, saw some confirmed tornadoes near you guys, hopefully not over town for either of you. But still, we have confirmed tornado warning. This runs until, again, 1:45 for Howard and Greeley counties. So we're going to be tracking this as long as the conditions warrant. We're getting some more updates here from our printer. Let's go ahead and see what we have. New severe thunderstorm warning. This is for eastern Jefferson, also in Saline counties. This new warning runs until 2:30. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, half-dollar size hail possible on that storm. As I back out of here, again, be on the lookout. Areas northeast of Elba, west of Woolbach. Look out Greeley. Also look out. Maybe seek shelter here before too long. So here is our new warning. Again, this is for Jefferson and Saline counties to 2:30. Again, line of storms moving north and east towards Plymouth, DeWitt, and Wilbur. Again, that storm moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. 6-mile wind gusts, half-dollar size hail possible on that storm. Again, also have another thunderstorm warning here for Saline, parts of Fillmore, maybe getting out of Fillmore County now, but maybe closing in on Seward County. Again, that warning runs till 2. So again, lots of severe weather out there early this afternoon. Again, this is just maybe, hopefully it ends soon, but still we have kind of an earlier start to the severe weather today compared to what we saw yesterday. And again, we do have that confirmed tornado. That's kind of the main concern right now. This is moving closer and closer towards the Greeley area. So again, if you're in the Greeley-Woolbach area, be seeking shelter. Again, this storm maybe trying to wrap up again. We're starting to see one more round of the hook echo coming back. We've seen that a couple of times with the supercell in particular. And again, we're tracking this storm, been tracking for about an hour now. So let's see, a long track supercell. Let's throw the velocity back on this, and again, we're starting to see somewhat more of an intensification in this latest scan. So again, we're tracking this right now. Also, another update on the severe thunderstorm warning in north central Jefferson County. That remains effective till 2. Again, half-dollar size hail possible on that. So again, areas north and east of Elba, probably southwest of Woolbach. You guys need to be seeking shelter in some kind of a sturdy structure. If you live in these areas, this storm approaching the Greeley area before too long. Brayton, you were also in this warning as well. And again, that tornado warning still runs until 1:45. We'll see if that happens to get extended. But again, we're tracking this as long as the conditions warrant here this afternoon. And again, we're starting to see a new area of rotation here. Again, I want to make mention of this. Again, you got one here. Just north of that parent supercell, looks like maybe a new circulation trying to develop southwest of Woolbach. And again, we're starting to see a little bit more intensification with this storm as these bright greens meet that red right there. And again, just northeast of Elba where my cursor is. And again, this storm has had a history of producing tornadoes. We've seen at least possibly 3 confirmed reports, one near Ravenna, one near Farwell, and another one near Elba. Was right over town apparently. So again, we're tracking this potentially dangerous situation. Again, if your area is southwest of Woolbach, be seeking shelter. Again, hopefully that storm passes just west of town. That storm going to be a close call for you guys though. If your area is just west of Woolbach, Make sure you're seeking shelter up towards Greeley as well. This storm making a beeline close to you guys. Again, look out Greeley for this storm. Otherwise, continue to track severe weather. Got additional severe thunderstorm warnings here across the region. And again, we'll continue to track, again, this really all afternoon. So again, we've got a couple of tornado reports. We do have a new report here coming in from Rockville. Again, tornado confirmed with some damage. Again, hopefully the damage is not too bad. But Rockville may have taken somewhat of a hit from this tornado on this storm. Otherwise, another one, again, that same storm that we've been tracking here with this tornado warning. Again, another one near Ravenna, another one just south of Farwell, and another one near Elba. And again, we've seen at least 4 confirmed tornadoes with this storm so far, and I don't think this thing is done yet. Again, this storm right now just to the west of Wolbach. Again, Wolbach, I think you need to be seeking shelter. I don't think you guys are in this confirmed tornado warning, but we've seen this storm act very erratically. And I would more than imagine that if we can get another very rapid intensification, that this storm could pass very close to you guys. So again, if you're west of Wolbach, be seeking shelter as soon as you can. And again, that classic hook echo type shape on this supercell thunderstorm. Again, that confirmed tornado warning runs for about another 10 minutes here. And again, we're tracking the tornado probably just west of Wolbach. Again, pretty good hail core in this as well. Probably some quarter of ping pong ball size hail possible with this. Storm is also making a very close encounter with Greeley. Again, if you're in the Greeley area, you're not in the warning yet, but if we do get an extension of this, again, be seeking shelter if you are in this area as well. Otherwise, more severe thunderstorm warnings around the area too. I want to zoom out just a little bit, just kind of give you a scope of what other storms that we're dealing with too. And again, we're starting to see more of these very scattered thunderstorms pop up. Otherwise, another good cell there right around Gibbon, moving towards Shelton, Wood River. Again, that severe thunderstorm warning in place till 2:15. And once again, storm moving northeast about 30 miles an hour. Again, another couple of severe thunderstorm warnings here across parts of southeast Nebraska, and these storms are actually closing in on Lincoln too. So the hope is that these stay severe warned and do not go tornado warned as these start to move into a more unstable environment. Lincoln, look out, so is Beatrice. And again, we're tracking more storms here heading into the afternoon, especially across eastern Nebraska. As these storms move off to the east, the air in parts of eastern Nebraska much more unstable than it even is around the surface low that we're tracking this confirmed tornado warning. So again, this confirmed tornado warning still in place till 1:45 as I go back to this storm. Again, just got another update on this. So again, this storm moving northeast about 25 miles an hour. And again, this is near Wolbach, a confirmed tornado. So this tornado is still on the ground as we speak. So Wolbach, you need to be seeking shelter. Again, you are not in this confirmed tornado warning. At least I don't think you are according to the warning box, but you guys need to be seeking shelter. Again, this storm is going to be a close call to town. Hopefully it passes just west, but still, do not want tornadoes on the ground, period. Confirmed tornado warning, again, this runs to 1:45. I would more than imagine, since this is still on the ground, that we will see this extended. Again, this warning should expire here in about 8 minutes or so. Otherwise, let's go back on the velocity radar and see what we have here for rotation. Again, seeing another intensification of the rotation right where these bright reds meet the bright greens. Again, we're looking right in here, just to the southwest of Wolbach for that confirmed tornado. Again, we just got that latest update. Again, trained weather spotters confirming a tornado on the ground. Again, near Wolbach, probably south and west of town right now. Again, this radar scan may be a little bit slow as well, as radar usually is. Just a touch slow, maybe a couple minutes or so. But again, damaging tornado ping pong ball size hail also reported on this storm as well. Again, if you're in rural areas west of Wolbach, be seeking shelter immediately if you can. And again, we're tracking that rotation right now, probably a couple miles west of town. Again, probably somewhere in the areas of Inman Road near Highway 22. Again, that's our area of concern right now as we speak. So again, let's go ahead, let's circle our area of interest here. Right in here, that is where we're looking at that possible rotation. Again, if you're on 24th Avenue, Ridge Road, and you're Inman Road, approaching Highway 22, again, that's right where we're looking at this confirmed tornado on the ground near, again, hopefully passes just to the southwest of Woolbach. But still, if you're in the Woolbach area, I think you need to be seeking shelter, even though you are not included in the tornado warning itself. So I'm going to go ahead and back this out just a little bit. I'm going to throw this back on correlation coefficient just to see if I can get any kind of debris signature being lofted here. And actually, hold on just a second. Before I do that, again, new tornado warning coming in. This is for eastern Greeley, northwestern Nance, northern Howard counties. This is now in effect till 2:30. Again, damaging tornado, golf ball size hail now possible on this storm. It's even bigger than ping pong ball size hail. So this storm is starting to intensify once again as we're starting to see more hail, bigger hail, being possibly reported on this storm. And again, the area concerned still just to the south and west of Woolbach. And as the storm moves off to the northeast, about 20 miles an hour. It's been a very slow-moving storm, really for the duration of this event. Again, damaging tornado confirmed by trained weather spotters. Golf ball size hail possible on this storm as well. Again, this storm moving northeast is about 20 miles an hour. So areas west of Woolbach, I think you need to be seeking shelter. Again, Greeley, this will be a close call for you guys. Timber Creek, Cedar Rapids, look out for this storm heading your way. Greeley, you're actually in the new tornado warning, not the confirmed one, but the new tornado warning box in red. Again, the area concern is this area of rotation just to the west of Woolbach right now, approaching Highway 22. As this storm moves off to the north and east about 20 miles an hour. It's not a very fast mover. But again, this storm has had a history of producing tornadoes. We've seen a couple of confirmed tornadoes with this storm. Okay, also have a newly issued tornado warning. This in the eastern parts of the state right now. So I had mentioned earlier, so these storms in parts of southeast Nebraska, they're moving into a very unstable environment. And this is kind of the result that we're going to be seeing here. We have a new tornado warning. This is for southwest Lancaster, northeastern Jefferson, eastern Saline, as well as northwestern Gage counties until 2:30. This new tornado warning has been issued for. Just merely radar indicated at this point, but still the possibility of a tornado, quarter-size hail on this storm, again near Plymouth. Going to be working its way towards Wilbur, Clatonia, DeWitt, also Hallam. Look out, this storm heading your way as well. And this storm, if it hopefully does not intensify anymore, could be making a close call with Lincoln. Hopefully not. But still, tornado warning in place until 2:30. This storm moving off to the northeast about 40 miles an hour. And again, I'm going to throw the velocity on this radar as well. So I switch radars here and go back. Let's go throw the velocity on as well. There is your area of interest right now. Again, west of Plymouth. And again, this just to the south and east of Western, probably right around Highway 15 near 723rd Road. Again, seeing a little bit of a couplet trying to form here on radars. So it doesn't, looks like pretty broad rotation right now. However, again, this is just radar indicated, nothing confirmed yet. But still, tornado warning for southwestern Lancaster, northeastern Jefferson, eastern Saline, northwestern Gage County, so 2:30. Again, this storm moving off to the northeast about 40 miles an hour. Possibility of a tornado, treated as if there is a tornado on the ground in a tornado warning. Again, this storm moving west of Plymouth, hopefully, moving towards Wilbur, Clatonia, DeWitt, also Hallam. You're also included in this as well. Again, just look out for this storm heading your way. Again, that storm moving a little faster at 40 miles an hour. And again, I had mentioned earlier, these storms here, they're moving into a much more unstable environment across eastern Nebraska. So again, the hope is that these storms hopefully don't intensify anymore, but more than likely I would imagine that they probably will. Again, let's go ahead back now to the tornado warning. Actually, this is a new tornado warning now. This is for this storm. Again, these storms are intensifying in a hurry. Friend, you need to be underground right now with this tornado warning. Again, this issued until 2 o'clock for southwestern Seward, northwestern Saline counties. Again, possible tornado on this storm near Friend. Again, let's throw the velocity on this storm as well. Again, pretty broad rotation right now in around the Friend area. Again, probably just over town right now, so I'm hoping that there is no tornado on the ground. Again, radar indicated rotation on this storm near Friend, south of Beaver Crossing. And if you're in these areas, make sure you are seeking shelter from this storm. And again, the storm moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. And again, that rotation that we're seeing here right around the Friend area, so I throw this back on again, probably a pretty broad rotation right over the Friend area right now as this storm moves off to the north and east. And again, let's throw the, let's see how fast we can get this on here, 35 miles an hour or so. We'll go as far as we can. And again, also look out in the Goner area. Again, the storm will be passing close to you guys. Hopefully goes just south of Beaver Crossing, but still, Goner, Milford, look out for this storm heading your way. Also, Interstate 80. Before too long, this storm will be passing over Interstate 80 and eventually Highway 34 there too. So let's go ahead and zoom out just a little bit. We've got a lot going on right now, a couple of tornado warnings. And again, we still have that confirmed tornado warning, so I throw this back on the Hastings radar. Near the Elba-Wolbach area, again, this storm seems to have slowed down just a little bit as well. So this one has kind of not gone far in a couple of the last radar scans. Let's go back and throw the velocity on this again. Maybe starting to see a little bit more intensification. Again, pretty good hail core on this, just to the west and north of Wolbach. Velocity still indicating some rotation. Again, this is just west of Wolbach. Again, that confirmed tornado warning set to expire here in about 15-30 seconds, but we'll see if we get a confirmed tornado warning on this. I will also mention that even though it may appear we're getting some strong rotation, again, with this supercell thunderstorm, that the radar that we're looking at pretty far away from this storm. So more than likely, how this works, the radar beam travels up over time and distance as well. And again, maybe looking somewhere a bit more aloft in the atmosphere on this storm. But still, there is still some rotation in and around the Wolbach area. I think if you are in the Wolbach area, you need to be seeking shelter right now. Again, this storm passing hopefully just north and west of town over the rural areas, but still, if you're in these rural areas north of Wolbach, you seeking shelter. Also, Timber Creek, Greeley, you're also included in this tornado warning, which runs until 2:30. Again, this warning for Greeley, also in Nance, Howard counties as well. So again, tornado warning still in place till 2:30. Again, this storm has had a history of producing tornadoes throughout this afternoon. At least 4 have been confirmed so far in this storm. Again, saw one near Ravenna, another one near Rockville, also another one near Farwell, and another near Alba. So again, a busy afternoon, tracking lots of severe weather. And again, we're going to be sticking with this as long as the conditions warrant. Otherwise, yeah, we're tracking a couple of tornado warnings, again. Possible for other tornadoes in parts of southeast Nebraska, not just with this storm. Again, let's go back on reflectivity here. Looks like that storm possibly weakening a little bit, which is some good news. We also have lost the confirmed tornado warning for this area too. So maybe some good news there, but still a tornado warning, again, for parts of Nance, Greeley, Howard counties until 2:30. So if you're in the Wolbach areas, Greeley, Timber Creek, look out. Also areas in between, make sure you're seeking shelter in some kind of basement or sturdy structure. Also want to go back, again, we have a couple of other tornado warnings across parts of southeast Nebraska. And again, these are a little bit more concerning in my opinion as they move into more of an unstable air mass and environment for these storms to really mature and develop. And again, this first one here, this runs until 2 o'clock. This is for parts of Seward and Saline counties. Again, that rotation right now, again, probably just around the Friend area, hopefully just north of town. And again, we're tracking the possibility of a tornado here. This is just radar indicated at this point. And again, hence the red box, not the purple box that we saw with that storm near Elba and Wolbach. Still, radar indicated rotation more than likely just to the north of Friend. Probably right in here somewhere. We're tracking a little bit of rotation, just radar indicated at this point. But that warning in effect till 2. If you're in the Beaver Crossing area, also in the Milford and Friend areas, make sure you are seeking shelter. Also, another update on these tornado warning just to the south of here. Again, this tornado warning for southwest Lancaster, north central Jefferson, eastern Saline, northwestern Gage counties. This warning runs till 2:30. Again, this possibility of a tornado, also 2-inch size hail on this, as we're starting to see this storm intensify a little more. But again, tracking the possibility of a tornado on that storm as well. A little bit of an area of concern here, probably north and east of Western, maybe southwest of Wilbur. Starting to see these reds meet the greens. Probably some broad rotation. Again, the radar site for this one is Omaha, so it's a little bit farther away. So maybe looking at, again, maybe some rotation farther aloft in the atmosphere, but still looking at some possible rotation. Again, probably just west of Wilbur right now. Again, that area of concern right in here, probably right along Highway 41 as it's crossing west of Wilbur. Again, possible tornado, treated as if there is a tornado on the ground. And again, we're also tracking maybe a little bit more rotation down here, possibly near the DeWitt area. Again, as I throw this back on the reflectivity, starting to see a little bit of a hook here again, in and around southwest of DeWitt, southeast of Western, near Swanton right now as well. Swanton probably gets some very good hail. Again, area concern there, as well as the storm's trying to take on more of a hook echo type shape to it, kind of like what that storm near Ravenna was doing. Also, check out this maybe trying to get more of a hook on this Beaver Crossing Friends storm between town right now, right along County Road 420, or 500 that is, but still near Cordova. Again, that storm close to you guys. I'm going to throw the velocity back on this one, as we're maybe seeing a little bit intensification with this storm. Again, area concern right now, southeast of Cordova, north of Friend, south of Beaver Crossing. Again, near Rokeby Road, Saltillo Road as well. And again, I'm going to throw out the draw where we're looking at the rotation right here, right along County Road 500, just north of Friend. Again, that is the area concern right now here. Again, that's where we're seeing those reds colors. The radar, the wind speed's going away from the radar, meet the greens. And usually where that happens, we get rotation in the atmosphere. And again, we're maybe looking at a little farther away from the atmosphere on the Omaha Valley radar site. But still, possible tornado. Treat as if there is a tornado on the ground here. So Beaver Crossing, look out. Areas south and east of Beaver Crossing, look out. Again, this storm moving off to the north and east at about, say, 30 to 40 miles an hour. 35 miles an hour to be exact, but still. Possible tornado rotation being observed here on radar. Again, this radar indicator on this storm as well. I'm going to go back down to the other storm that we've been tracking here. And again, starting to see maybe a couple areas of rotation again, maybe just to the west of Wilbur. Also another area of concern here just to the southwest of DeWitt. Moving towards county or state highway, if I can read that, maybe 102 that is. Again, look out Swanton right now, that rotation very close to you guys. As I throw this back on reflectivity, again, there's starting to get that little hook echo type shape to it. Again, hopefully that does not intensify any more over Swanton. You know, Swanton, you guys should be seeking shelter right now. Otherwise, it might be bad news if this doesn't intensify anymore. Again, this tornado warning in effect till 2:30. Again, parts of southwestern Lancaster, north central Jefferson, eastern Saline, northwest Gage counties. And again, tornado possible on this one. Also look out for 2-inch size hail. So Swanton, like I mentioned, you probably get some good hail, maybe pretty big. 2-inch size, hen egg size hail, we call that. But again, that tornado warning still in effect till 2:30, heading towards Wilbur, DeWitt, Clatonia, and Hallam. Look out. This storm heading your way. That storm moving off to the north and east about 40 miles an hour. So these storms are moving a little faster than that other tornado warning we've seen around the Elba area. Good news, the tornado warning for northern Howard County, that has been canceled, although we still have tornado warning in effect till 2:30 as I go back here to north central parts of the state, or for central parts of the state, I should say. I'll throw this back on the Hastings radar. And again, that storm still in effect, or the warning itself still in effect till 2:30, so about a little over a half hour, probably more like 35 or 40 minutes on this storm. Looks like possibly weakening a little bit, but still, I would not be surprised if this is able to move into a more favorable environment. It could intensify again. This storm has had a history of producing tornadoes. We've seen 4 at least already with this storm. So again, we're tracking that possibility. And again, let me throw the velocity radar on this one more time just to kind of pinpoint where this rotation is. And again, we're looking far away from the radar here, but still area concern north and west of Woolbach. The storm moving north and east at about 20 miles an hour. This one a little bit slower, but still damaging tornado possible on this storm. Just radar indicated 2-inch size hail also possible with this storm. Also, a quick update on the tornado warning for central Jefferson County. That has been allowed to expire. Still have a tornado warning in effect till 2:30 for southwest Lancaster, eastern Saline, as well as northwestern Gage counties. And again, that's still in place till 2:30. Tornado 2-inch size hail possible on that storm as well. But again, if you're in areas southeast of Greeley, again, on this storm that I'm talking about right now, as well as north of Woolbach, be seeking shelter immediately if you can. And again, this storm approaching Highway 56 before too long. It probably has crossed Highway 22. But again, if you're in those areas, make sure you are seeking shelter as soon as you can. Again, this storm moving a little bit slower than the other ones, but tracking more tornado warnings again. Let's go back and check out the one that I had just seen in parts of Lancaster and Saline counties. I'm going to switch radars here real quickly. Again, we're going to look down here. A little more of an intensification on this one. Starting to see more of that bright green meet the red. Again, this is just south of Beaver Crossing, east of Cordova. Again, Beaver Crossing, this is going to be close. Probably, hopefully just southeast of town. But still, this storm is going to be very close. If you are in these areas, make sure you are seeking shelter as well. And again, this tornado warning remains in place for just over another 5 minutes or so. Again, that tornado warning for southwest Seward County round until 2 o'clock. So a tornado possible, $half size hail on this storm as well. This storm moving off to the north and east at about 35 miles an hour. And again, rotation, the area concern we're looking at here. Again, this is just to the south and east of Beaver Crossing. Again, this is just one of 3 active tornado warnings that we have going on right now. But this one is showing the most intensity in terms of rotation. Otherwise, throw the graphic on this. The storm moving again pretty quickly. Northeast about 35 miles an hour. As far as we can here. Otherwise, areas north and east of Beaver Crossing, maybe approaching the Goner area. You also have maybe towards Milford, another possible warning heading your way. And again, this is just kind of the beginning of what we've been expecting really here all afternoon. And again, we had storms go up just north and east of Kearney, and then this secondary line that has developed across parts of southeast Nebraska, and now moving into more of an unstable air mass as the storms move off to the north and east. A pretty good clip. So again, possible rotation there and around the Beaver Crossing area. If you're in those areas, make sure you are seeking shelter. Also an area concern here in and around the Wilbur area. And again, that storm making a close call with town as well. I'm going to circle the area of concern here. Again, maybe a little bit of rotation right in here somewhere. I'll throw this back on the radar. Possibly right back in here as well. This radar scan might be a little bit slow. But still, we are tracking the possibility of a tornado on this storm approaching the Wilbur area. Again, that near Highway 41. Again, Wilbur's going to be a close call. Again, if you're in the Wilbur, make sure you are seeking shelter. Also do have a newly issued tornado warning. This is for western Seward County. So that storm we were looking at just a short time ago. Once again, that is up here. We're going to see an extension of this warning. This storm looking a little bit more concerning right now. Again, we're starting to see this hook echo type shape just to the south of Beaver Crossing. Again, if you are in these areas, make sure you are seeking shelter as soon as you can. If you're in Beaver Crossing, look out. You also may notice this warning box looks to be due north now. So again, this one taking more of a left turn, shall we say, and again, it's turning more northerly. Still, this storm approaching I-80 near Goner. If you're in the Goner area, make sure you are seeking shelter. Again, this tornado warning, again, until 2:45 for western Seward County. If you're in those areas, make sure you're seeking shelter. I'm going to throw the velocity radar back in on this and see where that rotation is. Again, right near the Beaver Crossing area. Beaver Crossing, I think, you need to be taking shelter right now. Again, that storm moving very close to town. It's starting to turn more northerly as well in time. So again, Beaver Crossing, be seeking shelter. Goner, be seeking shelter as well. Areas along I-80 and around the Goner area. And again, that's between, say, Goner and York, maybe the Utica exits. And make sure to let people know about this storm heading their way if you can. again, that tornado warning out till 2:45. Again, thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. We haven't seen a confirmed tornado on the ground just yet, so some good news. But still, we are tracking the possibility of a tornado on the ground for that storm. Also, do have another issued tornado warning. This for southwestern Boone County. This storm runs until 2:45 now. Again, that was on that same storm we've been looking at early all morning. And now a confirmed tornado warning on this as well. Again, this is near the Cedar Rapids area. Let's go ahead and throw the velocity on this one. I'll go back to reflectivity really quickly. Looks to be on this storm right here. It's kind of getting ingested into this supercell as we speak. So if you are in the Timber Creek, Cedar Rapids area, be seeking shelter. Again, hopefully passes just to the west of Cedar Rapids. But this is approaching Highway 56, also State Highway 52 if you're in those areas, near Spalding. Again, this storm heading your way. Albion, you're not far away either with this storm heading your way. But again, a tornado warning. This is for southwest Boone County. Again, until 2:45. This storm moving northeast about 25 miles an hour. And again, weather spotters have confirmed a tornado with this storm. And again, also seeing hail up to 2 inches in diameter with this storm too. Again, probably with this little guy right here, kind of getting ingested, maybe seeing a brief tornado with this storm. Again, this has been the dominant supercell all afternoon near Woolbach right now. Let's throw the velocity back on this just to see what we have. Again, still some possible radar indicated rotation north of Woolbach. Again, approaching Highway 56, southeast of Greeley, southwest of Cedar Rapids, although a confirmed tornado warning. Again, Cedar Rapids, you're in this right now as well. Again, look out for this tornado heading your way. Again, also getting some more updates here as well. Also do have, again, a tornado warning update for the one in southwestern Lancaster, eastern Saline, northwest Gage counties. And again, capable of producing a tornado, that warning is. Again, tornado, too much hail possible on that one. Again, that thunderstorm near Wilbur right now. Let's go back down there really quickly. Again, we're seeing some pretty, some kind of rotation again. Let's say it's a little bit broad right now, but still, when these red colors meet the green colors, again, that is where we're looking at for those tornadoes possibly. And again, this storm near Wilbur, moving northeast at about 40 miles an hour, so this one going a little bit faster. Again, if you're in the Hallam area, make sure you're looking out. Shestack, Kramer will also look out in those areas. The storm heading towards you guys. So again, this storm making a beeline for parts of eastern Saline, northwest Gage, and southwest Lancaster counties. And again, that storm right over the Wilbur area as we speak. So again, a lot going on. We've got a couple of tornado warnings around the region right now. I got a couple in southeastern Nebraska. Also got a couple in and around, or I had one really right now, still in parts of central Nebraska. But again, as these storms move off to the north and east into more of an unstable air mass, we could possibly see these storms again intensify here over the next few hours. And again, the atmospheric dynamics are there for these tornadoes to occur. You get plenty of wind shear as the surface low winds its way off to the north and east. You have lots of low-level moisture. And of course, you have your boundary setting off all of these storms. And again, that's what we're seeing, the cold front of the dry line right here, again, right around the Beaver Crossing area, again, west of Wilbur. That's why all these storms are going up east of it. And again, that's where we're seeing these storms go up and quickly intensify because they're just in such an unstable air mass. And again, got a couple tornado warnings. Again, this one we're looking at for Wilbur, that in place still until 2:30. That storm moving northeast, about 40 miles an hour. Look out Wilbur, Hallam, Kramer. I think Shestack was also in there as well. Also, Crete, you are in here, even though your town name is not showing up here at the moment. Crete, look out for this storm heading your way too. Also moving up just to the northwest of there is our tornado warning for the Beaver Crossing area. Again, Goner, look out. That storm making a close call to town. Beaver Crossing as well. Make sure you're seeking shelter in some kind of a sturdy structure. Basement will be ideal. Good news is we have seen a little bit weakening rotation on this one. I also want to check one more radar site, and of course, yeah, a little bit more of a broader rotation in and around the Beaver Crossing area. But if you're in Beaver Crossing, Goner, Tamora, look out. This storm heading your way as well. Also up down the line near Staplehurst, Ulysses. You're not far down the line either with this storm heading your way. So again, that warning in place till 2:45 for parts of Saline and Seward counties. Again, that we'll be tracking this all afternoon. Hopefully this storm goes just to the west of Seward, but Beaver Crossing, again, kind of a concern right now. Also want to go back up to parts of northeastern Nebraska, or northern parts of the state right now, too, where we have another tornado warning. Again, this one was confirmed, although it was on a cell just to the west of Cedar Rapids, as this kind of gets ingested into the main supercell here, and quite a significant cell this has been in the afternoon hours. Again, Woolbach. Again, that storm maybe trying to intensify once again. I'm going to throw the velocity back on this. Pretty strong area rotation right now north of Woolbach, moving towards State Highway 56. Again, west of Cedar Rapids, we're tracking this. Again, a confirmed tornado warning on this one until 2:45. That runs for Boone County. Otherwise, areas that are not in the confirmed tornado, areas like Greeley, Nance counties as well, Howard counties. I think that was about to expire in Howard County, but still, area rotation just north of Woolbach. These reds meet the greens. We can circle it here, right? That area of interest. Again, right in there, we're looking at an area of interest for the rotation right around possibly just to the southwest of Cedar Rapids, north of Woolbach. So again, if you're in these areas, you need to be seeking shelter. And again, we'll be tracking this for the afternoon. We do have, again, that confirmed tornado still runs till 2:45. The tornado warning itself for this, for Greeley and parts of Nance County as well, that runs till 2:30. So you got another 25 minutes for that. But I would not be surprised if we see another extension of this. Otherwise, again, do have a couple more tornado warnings. This storm is significantly weakened. Some good news there, but still, treat this as if there is a tornado on the ground. Right now, right crossing the, probably near the Goner exit off of I-80, probably just west of the Goner exit. Again, near Beaver Crossing, that storm is at the moment. So if, again, look out in areas there. This storm becoming more dominant here in parts of southeast Nebraska. Again, it's probably choking off the inflow to this storm. This storm taking on more of a classic supercell type shape. Again, this is north and east of Wilbur, or no, excuse me, just due north of Wilbur, shall I say. Again, this storm near Shestack and Kramer. Again, this storm moving off to the north and east at about 40 miles an hour. Again, this is starting to become the more dominant storm here across southeast Nebraska. Look out, Hallam. The storm making a close call with you. Also, Roca, Hickman, down the line. That storm heading towards you guys. Denton as well. Any other smaller communities in here as well. Again, Sprague, also Martell. Look out for you guys. This storm heading close to you. Again, that storm trying to become more dominant, and hopefully it weakens a little bit before it hits Lincoln. Again, this storm kind of on a beeline for Lincoln as we speak. Now I want to throw this out. 40 mile an hour storm motion on this. And again, in 40 miles an hour, this will be impacting the Shestack, Kramer, Berks, Martell, Sprague, Denton, also Rokeby. Look out. Again, this storm moving off to the north and east about 40 miles an hour. Again, this does include parts of Lancaster County. Lincoln, you're not too far away from this storm, so if you're in Lincoln right now, be taking notes of this storm heading your way. Again, no confirmed tornadoes on this one, but this storm starts to become the dominant storm in this line. Look out. So I'm going to go ahead and throw on the timing for this storm as it crosses I-80 right now. And again, probably moving towards Tamora near Goner as well. And then this storm taking on more of a due northerly track. But again, it's tracking these several tornado warnings again across the area. I'm going to track this one more time here. The storm moving off the northeast about 35 miles an hour. Again, that's probably close enough. And again, this tornado warning, again, look out Tamora, Staplehurst, also in Ulysses. Again, this is kind of the timing we have on this storm as it moves off about due northerly, about 35 miles an hour. So again, a lot going on. We have a couple of tornado warnings around the area. And again, we're tracking several of these. We've seen a couple on the storm in parts of central Nebraska. We've seen at least 4 confirmed, I do believe, tornado reports on that one, that same cell, really. And looking at, throw this off here on velocity. Let's throw this in motion here really quickly. I want to see how quickly these storms are actually moving. Here we go. Again, these storms moving pretty quickly off to the north. Again, this one's starting to take more of a direct northerly turn as it approaches, I think, Highway 34 around Utica and Tamora. So again, we're tracking these as we speak. Also, just a quick update on the tornado warning for eastern Greeley and west central Nance counties. That confirmed tornado warning still in effect till 2:30. Again, let's go ahead and go back to that storm real quickly. Again, we're going to go up to the north and west here. Again, here we go. Oh, they have upped this to a confirmed tornado warning north of Woolbach. Again, a train spotter is reporting a tornado near Woolbach. Again, this is moving northeast at about 20 miles an hour. And again, possible of a damaging tornado, 2-inch size hail on this storm as it moves off to the north and east about 20 miles an hour. Real quickly, I'm going to throw the velocity on this right in there, probably more than likely, as it approaches Highway 56. Right where that bright green meets the bright red, that's more than likely where that rotation is as we speak. And again, that confirmed tornado warning now in effect till 2:30. Again, it was just a red box. Now that we've got a confirmed tornado warning on it, now it's changed to purple. So again, we have a tornado on the ground. If you're in these areas between Greeley and Cedar Rapids along Highway 56, be seeking shelter as soon as you can, as this storm moves very slowly off to the north and east, about 20 miles an hour. Also look out for 2-inch size hail on this storm as well. Also, we do have another newly issued tornado warning. This is for western Lancaster, eastern Seward, southeastern Butler, as well as southwest Saunders counties. This now runs till 3 o'clock this afternoon. Again, let's go back down to see where that one is. This actually does, this warning includes the west side of Lincoln. Again, if you're in these areas, Denton, Pleasantdale, also Malcolm, Raymond, northwest of Lincoln, specifically around the airport. I think the airport is included in this. Look out for a possible tornado. Again, golf ball size hail also possible on this storm as it moves off to the north at a pretty good clip. This storm moving very fast at 50 miles an hour. So again, look out for this storm heading off to the north, about 50 miles an hour. Possible tornado on this one. Let's go back and throw this on the reflectivity. Here we go. That storm trying to take more of a northerly turn. Hopefully avoids Lincoln altogether. That would be ideal. Areas around Pleasantdale, Denton, again, area farther south. Crete right now. Look out, Crete. This is right almost over you guys. But again, possible tornado. And again, we're looking at that classic hook echo shape, maybe weakening a little bit in the last couple of scans. But still some areas of broad rotation in and around the Crete area. So again, I'm going to circle where I think this tornado could possibly be. Somewhere more than likely, probably in here. Right where that tornado was more than likely be. So southeast of Crete, and again, this storm moving north about 50 miles an hour. Again, that's not a whole lot of time for you to react to this thing, as how fast this is moving. Again, moving north at 50 miles an hour, approaching the Denton area. Pleasantdale also not too far down the line either. And I'm going to clear this. I'm going to throw on the correlation coefficient just to see if I can see possibly any debris being wafted on this storm. Hard to tell. Again, this is a little bit of a messy screen. Again, we're looking for a solid circular area of just kind of like a blue color or a green color. And again, that usually indicates debris being wafted into the air. Possibly a little something here just to the southeast of Crete, maybe towards Kramer. Again, if you're also in the Sprague and Martell areas, be seeking shelter from this storm. Again, Berks, Denton, also near Pleasantdale. West side of Lincoln, also included in this new tornado warning. So again, we got a lot going on here. Another confirmed tornado warning. Again, this is for parts of Greeley and Nance counties. Again, I'm going to go throw that back on that storm. Again, it's still a confirmed tornado warning. Again, this is near Woolbach, Cedar Rapids, Greeley as well, Timber Creek. Again, we're tracking the possibility of a tornado confirmed on the ground on this storm. Again, the train spotters have reported multiple tornadoes. This has been kind of a booger of a supercell today. Again, we start our first tornado warning coming just after noon near the Ravenna area. Had a confirmed tornado north of Ravenna about a mile. And it's also produced a couple other tornadoes as well near, obviously near Woolbach, the latest one. Also near Elba, also near Farwell. So again, this storm kind of been the dominant supercell so far today. But again, we're tracking additional tornado warnings as well. Again, still, before I go back to the other ones, you just got another couple of updates on these other storms too. Before I go back to that, looking at this tornado warning confirmed until 2:30. This is for parts of Greeley, parts of Nance counties, again north of Woolbach. Be seeking shelter as it approaches Highway 56. Also do have another tornado warning for Boone County. Again, this one till 2:45. Again, if you're in the Cedar Rapids area, make sure you are seeking shelter as well. Again, Primrose also included in this too. Spalding, you're not too far down the line from this significant supercell. But again, if you're in the Primrose, Cedar Rapids area, in Boone County, you need to be seeking shelter as this dangerous storm approaches your way. And also, I'll just make mention here really quickly that we're starting to see another rear flanking line on this storm. So possibly this storm is starting to recycle again and re-intensify. So again, that's kind of the main concern. This storm has been had a history of producing tornadoes. Like I mentioned earlier, I think it's up to about 4 or 5 right now with this new one coming into Woolbach. So again, areas probably north of Woolbach seeing that potential rotation. Otherwise, I'm going to throw it back now to the other couple of tornado warnings that we have across southeast Nebraska. We just got another couple of updates. Again, let's start on this first tornado warning near Tamora, again, near Goner as well. Again, we're looking at the possibility of some rotation probably just to the north and west of Goner as we speak. And again, that tornado warning remains in effect until 2:45. Again, this is from northwestern Seward County. Again, thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located near Goner. Again, about 9 miles southwest of Seward to give you a reference. Again, this storm moving off to the north about 30 miles an hour. Places like Tamora, look out. This storm, again, heading probably just for you. Again, if you're in the Tamora area, you need to be seeking shelter. Again, west of Seward, hopefully this storm will pass. Upwards towards Staplehurst, you need to be seeking shelter as well, as this warning box does include you. And again, look out for this storm heading your way. Let's go back to the other storm now impacting parts of southeast Nebraska. Got a couple tornado warnings. This first one set to expire in about 15 minutes, although we have seen an extension of the warning until 3 o'clock. And again, this warning a little bit more concerning as it moves towards a populated area towards Lincoln. So again, if you're on the west side of Lincoln, specifically, say the Air Park, maybe the northwest side of town, be paying very close attention to this storm moving your way. And again, this a little bit more messy on radar, although this is trying to become, I think, the dominant supercell here, as we're not really seeing any more storms develop immediately to its south, although we'll keep a close watch on this storm too in southern Gage County. But still a tornado warning till 3 o'clock. This includes western Lancaster, eastern Seward, southeastern Butler, southwest Saunders counties. This runs till 3 o'clock. Like I said, possible tornado. This storm moving off to the north at about 40 miles an hour. Also, we'll mention a pretty good sized hail core in this storm too. Golf ball size hail right now. Again, that hail core just to the south and west of Denton, maybe near north and east of Crete. Again, if you're in the Crete area, be seeking shelter right now. Again, as we're tracking the southern edge of this for the possibility of a tornado. Otherwise, again, this storm is going to make a close call with Lincoln. Again, if you're in areas west of Lincoln, Pleasantdale, Denton, for example, Emerald as well, make sure you're seeking shelter as this storm moves very close to you guys. Again, there's West Lincoln. Just to kind of give you an idea of all the neighborhoods that are in this tornado warning. Again, just to the west of Belmont, Countryside Estates, Huskerville, you're in this as well, Cushman and Harbor West Mobile Home State Park. Again, look out for this storm heading your way. Not a confirmed tornado warning yet on this storm, but again, we're keeping a very close eye on this as it moves towards a populated area in Lincoln. And again, even Denton, areas south and west of Lincoln, be seeking shelter from this storm. Again, hopefully it passes just to the west in Saltillo and Rokeby. Probably the storm near the Berks and Crete area right now, maybe just to the north and east of Crete. Although, look out for this right side here. Again, this is that hook echo we've been talking about, kind of like that one in central parts of the state right now. Possibility of this thing maybe intensifying, maybe starting to see a little bit more of a classic supercell shape with this one as it moves off to the north about 40 miles an hour. Again, tornado warning there for parts of southeast Nebraska, including the west side of Lincoln. I'm going to go back now and throw the radar on the supercell we've been tracking. Really, it started it all off this afternoon. Again, had a tornado warning, or several confirmed tornadoes on this storm. Again, the latest one near Woolbach. Let's throw this back on the velocity. Some good news. It looks like it has been weakening a little bit in the last couple of scans, but again, it's still a confirmed tornado warning on this storm until 2:30 for parts of Greeley, also in parts of Nance counties. Also, the confirmed tornado warning until 2:45 for Boone County. Again, if you're in the Primrose, Cedar Rapids area, make sure you are seeking shelter. Woolbach, more than likely you as well, as this storm has just kind of been slowing down a little bit. It hasn't really moved a whole lot over the last, say, half hour or so. And again, Greeley, Spalding, look out for this storm heading your way too. Right now, the area of concern here probably right along Highway 56, maybe just north of the highway now. But looking at this possible rotation, again, moving towards maybe the Primrose area before too long. I'd say if you are in Primrose, be looking out for this storm heading your way, be seeking shelter. Again, I want to point out the area of concern that I have right here is this area right along Highway 56. Again, I've circled where those red colors meet the green colors. That's where the wind direction is going away from the radar, so this is a little bit far away too. Wind direction going away from the radar. The greens indicating the wind speed is going towards the radar. And again, this storm moving a little bit slower. Again, probably 15 to 20 miles an hour off to the north and east. But Primrose, look out. This storm heading close to you guys. Again, if you're in these areas as well, make sure you are seeking shelter in some kind of a sturdy structure. Again, basement or interior room or a storm cellar. Definitely ideal, and definitely do your best to protect yourself from the possibility of flying debris, considering the fact that we still have a confirmed tornado warning on this. So again, a lot going on. We've seen, again, this has kind of been the main supercell of the day so far. Again, this storm developed, and again, northeast of Kearney, put down a tornado just north and east of Ravenna, tracked north and east of there towards Farwell and Elba, produced a tornado near Elba, also in Farwell, near Rockville too. And now it's moved off to the north and east, and it's kind of been not moving as fast, but still very slow. Again, still a confirmed tornado warning on this one. Again, that storm moving off north and east about 15 to 20 miles an hour. So again, areas west of Cedar Rapids along Highway 56, look out. Also near the Primrose area, the storm moving very close to town. Again, see how far away, I want to see how far away this is from Primrose. Again, not a very fast mover, just about 20 miles an hour. So Primrose, more than likely about, I'd say 15 minutes or so. This radar scan is usually a little bit slow sometimes. But again, Primrose, if you're in that area, probably expect this storm to be on top of you guys potentially. Hope it goes west of town, I would say in about 15 minutes or so. And again, starting to see a little more, still some rotation on this storm here. Again, hard to say if it's still intensifying. But again, areas south and west of Primrose, be on the lookout for this storm as it moves off to the north and east about 20 miles an hour. Very slow mover. Again, a confirmed tornado warning still on this until 2:30. Okay, new tornado warning here. This is for eastern Greeley, northwestern Nance counties until 3 o'clock now. So this has been extended a little farther. And again, this is, I take that back, just a tornado warning, not a confirmed tornado warning. You see the red box pop up here. Again, that new warning in place until 3. So this new warning does include Woolbach, also Timber Creek. Doesn't quite go out to Cedar Rapids, but again, I think just west of town. Primrose, also look out. Also Spalding, you have also been added to this tornado warning. Again, this storm, like I had mentioned, it's slowed down. The latest update with this storm moving northeast about 15 miles an hour. So this storm, very slow mover, almost stationary, I would say at this point. Still, tornado could be near your area. Tornado up to 2-inch size hail possible with this storm too as it moves off to the north and east. Again, look out Spalding, Primrose, also very close to you guys. I'm going to throw the reflectivity back on this. Kind of right in here, we'd be looking at that tornado possibly on the ground still. Again, I would imagine since we have not gotten an extension of the confirmed tornado warning, that more than likely, hopefully, is the case. But the confirmed tornado warning here for parts of Greeley and Nance counties will be allowed to expire, and this new tornado warning that we just got will take over. Although, once again, treat this as if there is a tornado on the ground. Again, Spalding, look out. Primrose, Timber Creek, Woolbach, Greeley. Again, we got a possible tornado on the ground moving towards you guys. Again, if you're in these areas, be seeking shelter as soon as you can. Otherwise, moving back down to the southeast part of the state. Again, we have a couple more supercells here. Looks like this guy is weakening quite a bit near Staplehurst, Tamora, also near Goner. Still, that tornado warning in place until 2:45 for western Seward counties. Staplehurst, look out. This storm is heading your way. Again, I was tracking a little bit of maybe some broad rotation here right along Highway 34 around Tamora. For the correlation coefficient, because this passed pretty close to town here. I want to make sure we don't have any debris balls. Looking at a lapse here about a half hour ago. Hard to tell. Again, this is a very messy radar. It's kind of hard to interpret, but we're basically looking for a perfectly circular debris ball. It usually pops up in green or blue, and that indicates something has been hit. It's still wafting the debris in the atmosphere. Possibly something around the Tamora area. I don't want to say I'm not seeing anything though, but more than likely just radar indication at this radar indicator rotation at this point. Okay, let's go back down to the storm that's impacted parts of Lincoln. Again, this storm moving onto the west side of town. And again, no confirmed tornado warning on this yet, and hopefully it stays that way. Do have a pretty good hail core just north of Denton right now. Again, that moving off to the north and east. But again, a tornado warning. This does include the western half, or the western part of Lincoln, specifically probably the northwest side of Lincoln, as the storm moves off a little bit faster, about 40 miles an hour. The storm motion on this storm. So again, we're tracking severe weather here. Once again, area concerns right now in and around Woolbach, also near Lincoln, also near Staplehurst. So again, we have a lot of severe weather happening here early this afternoon. Again, just these couple cells right now. Also want to take note of this storm in southeastern Gage County, potentially intensifying as this moves into more of an unstable air mass in the southeastern parts of the state. But again, if you are in the Lincoln area, especially specifically on the west side, of course, Pleasantdale, Denton, Emerald as well, along I-80 west of Lincoln, probably towards the Pleasantdale-Milford exits. Again, that tornado warning in place for there. I'm going to throw this back on the velocity radars to see if we have any kind of rotation. And it looks like probably just some broad rotation at this point, hence the radar indicator rotation. There's a couple areas of interest in this storm, but I'm not seeing anything too significant. But treat this as if there is a tornado on the ground at this point. So again, I got a couple areas of interest here. Again, right around the Denton area. So I throw this back on the velocity. Probably somewhere in, as I circle this, probably somewhere in here, maybe a little bit of rotation around the Denton area. I'll throw back the reflectivity on just so you can see. And probably somewhere in here, we may be seeing a little bit of rotation. Otherwise, another area of concern, possibly just to the north and east of Denton. If this storm really takes on a hook-type shape, we're looking at parts of eastern or northwest Lancaster County, excuse me, parts of northwest Lancaster County, possibly looking at some more, possibly seeing a tornado on the ground. But still, nothing on the ground yet that we've seen or confirmed from spotters. However, we are tracking this very closely, and again, I've been tracking this all afternoon long. We're going to stay with you here as long as we can, as long as the conditions warrant. And again, this kind of expected this today with the surface low that we had that pumped in those storms last night. We really had the possibility for more storms to get going today with that surface low tracking a little bit slower. Again, this storm system very reminiscent of what occurred last week across parts of northeast Nebraska, if you remember that, where parts of northeastern Nebraska saw several confirmed tornadoes on the ground. And again, this is very similar, almost a carbon copy of what we're seeing, just a little bit farther south. Still, several tornado warnings in effect. West side of Lincoln be taking cover. Again, no confirmed tornado warning on this one yet, although we're going to be watching this very closely. Also, just look out for Pleasantdale, Denton area, also the Staplehurst area too, is this tornado warning. This storm looks to be weakening significantly, so maybe some good news here. Otherwise, still have a confirmed tornado warning. It's set to expire here in just a couple of minutes for parts of Greeley and Nance counties. And again, that also for Boone County. This confirmed tornado warning in place for you guys till 2:45. This storm has been the kind of the main event for today. We've seen several tornadoes confirmed with this storm. Let's throw the velocity back on this just to see where this possible rotation is. Again, if you're in the Primrose area right now, I think you need to be seeking shelter. Otherwise, maybe another area of interest just to the south and west of there. Maybe back down towards Woolbach near Highway 56. Once again, tracking a confirmed tornado. Again, no indication this is still on the ground, but still have this confirmed tornado warning in place for about another 2 minutes or so for Greeley and Nance counties. And again, this other confirmed tornado warning for Boone County runs till 2:45. Look out for Primrose. Also another radar indicated tornado warning. This is for Greeley County as well as Boone counties too, and parts of Nance County. So again, we're looking at some rotation right around the Primrose area right now. So again, this storm moving off a little slower to the north and east, say about 15 miles an hour, as this one has really kind of become more stationary and hasn't moved very far, especially in the last hour. And we've seen this tornado again, or this tornado warning storm produce several tornadoes around Elba, Farwell, also just north and east of Ravenna. So again, do have a tornado warning here. This is kind of our main storm that we're looking at right now, along with that one that's approaching the Lincoln area. Again, have not seen any storm or any rotation or confirmed tornado, excuse me, with that Lincoln storm. Once again, we've got a couple of updates coming in here. Looks like we have seen an extension of the tornado warning for northern Boone County until 3:15. So yeah, that just popping up right now. Again, if you're in the Primrose area, you need to be seeking shelter. I think this storm is about on top of you at this point. And again, want to make clear there's no longer a confirmed tornado warning for parts of, it's about to expire here, for parts of Greeley and Nance counties, but still have a confirmed tornado warning for parts of Boone County. And again, we're seeing an extension of this. Again, the confirmed tornado warning still in place at 2:45. Seeing an extension of this one till 3:15. So another 45 minutes or so on this storm. And again, the area of concern right now, as we zoom in on this a little more, towards the Primrose area, again, looking just to the south and west of town right now for this possible rotation. And again, I think if you're in the Primrose area, I think you need to be seeking shelter. I would treat this as if there is a tornado on the ground. Again, don't take every precaution that you can. Move inside some kind of interior structure. Again, a basement, storm cellar, interior room, and the lowest level of a home would be ideal with no windows. Again, still have a couple of tornado warnings out there. Again, we're going to keep going with this. Also, that tornado warning still in place there for parts of Seward County until 2:45. I would more likely imagine this one would be allowed to expire, but still got a possible tornado on this one. And also have the tornado warning for parts of Lancaster and Saline counties. And now up towards Butler County as well. And again, this storm looking a little bit more menacing as it kind of skirts the west side of Lincoln. Once again, just a quick update on this tornado warning itself. Again, this tornado warning is still in place till 3. The National Weather Service has allowed the warning to expire in eastern Seward as well as southeastern Butler counties. Once again, this tornado warning is still in effect until 3 o'clock for Lancaster as well as southwestern Saunders County. And again, this storm located over Pioneers Park in Lincoln, which is on the southwest side of Lincoln, if you know where that is. Again, a possible tornado, golf ball sized hail also possible. I would more than likely imagine the northwest side of Lincoln. Probably get some pretty good sized hail right now as we speak. So again, several tornado warnings around the area that we are continuing to track, and also just have another newly issued tornado warning. This is for northern Lancaster, south central Saunders, west central Cass County. We'll just focus on northern Lancaster County since they are in our immediate coverage area. And again, have a couple of tornado warnings still in effect. Again, let's focus on this newly issued warning, which now includes pretty much all the city of Lincoln. So again, I'm a little concerned here as we're starting to see a hook type shape develop on the southwest side of Lincoln here. This is a little concerning as this is starting to move into a populated area. I'm going to throw the velocity on this and see what we have going here for some kind of rotation. And it looks a little broad right now, which is some good news. But the hope is that this will move out of Lincoln before any tornado can touch down. And I would treat this as if there is a tornado on the ground at this point. However, again, we're seeing possible rotation on this storm. And again, we're looking at the city of Lincoln, which is now included in this warning. Otherwise, ping pong ball size hail possible in this storm too. Again, probably get some very good size hail with this storm. And again, I'm a little concerned as this storm is starting to take more of a hook echo type shape as it approaches Lincoln in a populated area. So if you're in Lincoln, be seeking shelter immediately if you can. Otherwise, areas southwest of Lincoln, places like Emerald, for example, look out for this storm. Southwest side of Lincoln, be on the lookout as this storm is heading your way. And again, not seeing a confirmed tornado yet, but I have seen a report of a wall cloud in and around the Lincoln area. Otherwise, yeah, if you are in the Lincoln area, you need to be seeking shelter right now. Look out for southwest sides of Lincoln. Okay, from the National Weather Service, looks like a new rotation intensifying. This is from the National Weather Service heading directly for downtown Lincoln. So if you're in downtown Lincoln, specifically in the Haymarket District, I think you need to be taking cover. Again, that is according to the National Weather Service. Again, we're seeing a possible wall cloud area in the area of southwest Lincoln right now. Again, this is kind of our main concern right now as this is moving into a populated area. The hope is that this does not drop a tornado, but this storm is quickly intensifying. And again, we're looking on the southwest side of Lincoln, right in here. Again, if you're in the Harbor West Mobile Home Park, you need to be taking shelter right now as this tornado warning. We have seen a reported wall cloud. Cameras have also captured a wall cloud coming into Lincoln. Again, we're seeing rotation coming into town. Again, we've been tracking this all really last couple of days, and of course the atmospheric conditions are ripe, especially in eastern parts of the state, for tornadoes to occur in the eastern part of the state. Again, this is kind of our main concern right now as this moves into a populated area. This is almost a worst case scenario. Hopefully does not happen, but we are tracking this very closely. Again, I'm going to throw the velocity back on this as well. Looking at some possible rotation again on the southwest side of Lincoln. And again, this tornado warning in effect till 3:15. This is for Lancaster County, which includes the city of Lincoln. Again, wall cloud been reported on this storm, which is usually the precursor for tornadic development. Again, we're seeing areas of lowering in the Lincoln area on the southwest side. Again, we're going to be monitoring this very closely. Possible rotation again on the west side of Lincoln. Again, this storm moving off to the north and east at about 30 miles an hour. Getting another update here real quick. We do have another severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Boone, also northwest Platte, southwest Madison counties. Again, that's about out of our coverage area, but still main area concern right now. Again, we'll also point out that we also have a confirmed tornado warning. Also, look at the rotation on this storm. Right around the Primrose area. This has really picked up here in the last couple of scans. So again, a tornado warning for Boone County until 3:15. This is just to the north of Primrose, again, approaching Highway 91 for this area. Again, for a possible tornado on the ground, still have that confirmed tornado warning for Boone County, which is set to expire here at about 2:45, so about another 8 minutes, but it's still a tornado warning on that storm until 3:15. And again, a pretty strong couplet right here, just to the north and west of Primrose that we're looking at. Again, very strong rotation, at least according to this radar, even though we are looking pretty far away. This is the area of concern right now. I'm going to outline this here. Right here is where the area of concern is right now. Right along Highway 52, approaching State Highway 91, east of Spalding. If you're in these areas, north and west of Primrose, make sure you are seeking shelter as this storm approaches your area. Again, also concerning is the city of Lincoln under a tornado warning. Again, we are seeing a wall cloud come into the city of Lincoln as we speak. Once again, hopefully that holds off for a little while longer, but still, we are tracking the possibility of a tornado, again, coming into the Lincoln city limits as we speak. So let's go ahead and go back down towards the Lincoln area. Again, we're starting to see a little bit of a lowering on one of the cameras in Lincoln. But again, we're tracking this tornado warning. Again, this is for northwest Lancaster, southwest Saunders County. Again, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over northwest Lincoln, moving north at 50 miles an hour. Golf ball size hail also possible on this storm. Again, this storm moving very quickly off to the north, about 50 miles an hour. Again, we're seeing a wall cloud pass through Lincoln as we speak. Again, we're tracking several tornado warnings around the area. The main concern right now, again, still remains for Lancaster County, specifically the city of Lincoln, as this storm, with a confirmed wall cloud on it, moves towards the city of Lincoln. And again, just got another update on this storm here for the city of Lincoln. Again, tornado warning still in place until 3:15 for the city of Lincoln. Again, tornado warning, nothing confirmed yet, although we have seen a reported wall cloud, which is the precursor to tornado genesis, or the beginnings of a tornado forming. That's what we call that. And storm moving northeast about 30 miles an hour. Ping pong ball size hail also possible on this storm. And I want to go back to reflectivity here just to kind of see what we have going on in terms of the radar. And again, this is loads for just a second. Again, starting to see a little bit of a hook here on this storm, which is not good, especially for the city of Lincoln. If you're in the city of Lincoln, be seeking shelter immediately if you can. And you're in areas on the north and west side of Lincoln. Areas of main concern right now. Again, this is becoming the more dominant supercell in the southeast part of the state. And again, this tornado warning moving towards Waverly, also Ceresca. Look out for you guys, areas north along Highway 77. This storm approaching that corridor. And again, we're just tracking this as it moves close to a very populated area. Again, that tornado warning for northern Lancaster County. This includes the city of Lincoln. Again, probably on top of Lincoln at this point. Again, we've seen a wall cloud move into town. Again, we've seen the wall cloud, obviously, and then the storm, again, hasn't had a history of producing any confirmed tornadoes on this storm. But, again, several reported wall clouds. Again, this is just the first storm of a couple that we're tracking here. Again, this tornado warning for Seward County looks like it will be allowed to expire, hopefully. But again, if you're in the Ulysses area, approaching David City, look out for this one heading your way. Also look out parts of Boone counties, also in Greeley County. Again, we still have that tornado warning on this storm. Also a newly issued severe thunderstorm warning. This is for north central Seward, southeast Butler counties. Again, that was that storm I was just looking at a short time ago. Also have another severe thunderstorm warning now issued for southeast Boone County until 3:15. So again, I would imagine probably some small hail, also some damaging winds, a possibility on that storm. Again, this is the new warning that just came in. Again, this is for north central Seward, southeast Butler County. This is some warning in effect till 3:30. Storm moving north to 25 miles an hour, capable of producing 60-mile-an-hour wind gust, quarter-size hail on this storm. And again, the main concern right now, we got a couple of tornado warnings still out there. Again, this one should hopefully be allowed to expire. Again, we have not really seen this one intensify like the one over Lincoln has. But still, a couple more tornado-capable producing storms. Again, this is for parts of Greeley, Boone, Nance counties. Again, this warning runs until 3 o'clock. This one's here specifically, parts of Boone County, that in place till 3:15. I'm going to go back here and see where that area rotation is as we speak. And again, right in the North of Primrose is kind of where we're seeing that rotation on this storm. And again, the good news is hopefully the confirmed tornado warning will be allowed to expire here in just a couple of minutes. Otherwise, the tornado warning, just the radar indicated one showing up in the red box here, that's still in place until 3:15 for Boone County. So if you're in the east of Spalding, west of Albion area, again, that storm mainly impacting those parts of Boone County, Petersburg. You're also included in this tornado warning as well, so be on the lookout for this storm potentially heading for you guys, although as I throw on the storm tracker here, this is a very slow mover, just about 15 miles an hour. Again, should be staying mainly over rural areas. So maybe some good news there, but still treat this as if there is a tornado on the ground. If you're between Spalding and Albion right now, right along Highway 91, be seeking shelter as soon as you can. Of course, that just to the north and west of Primrose as well. Otherwise, let's go back down to the storms here in southeastern Nebraska. Again, we're tracking the possibility of a tornado potential in the Lincoln area. Again, we saw a brief intensification of this, maybe weakened just a little bit here over the last couple of scans, but still, the northwest side of Lincoln needs to be on alert for a possible tornado heading your way. Again, we've seen wall clouds reported on this storm. And again, we're tracking the possibility of a tornado with this storm. Again, not seeing as much of significant rotation as we were a few scans ago, which is some good news, but still have a tornado warning here for northern Lancaster County until 3:15 this afternoon. So about another half hour we're going to be doing this for. Otherwise, again, still have the confirmed tornado warning, which is set to expire in just a few seconds. Still have the tornado warning for Boone County. Again, we got a couple more tornado warnings out there. Also, another severe thunderstorm warning here. This is for eastern Boone County. That runs till 3:15 as well. Another severe thunderstorm warning. This is for parts of Butler and Seward counties. That runs till 3:30. So again, it's been a very active afternoon. We've been tracking it all afternoon long. Again, our first tornado warning came in just after noon near the Ravenna area, and had a couple of confirmed tornadoes, again, with that storm up in Boone County right now. But still, we've seen about 4 or 5 confirmed tornadoes with that storm. Haven't seen any confirmed tornadoes with either of these, which has been good so far. But still, this storm in and around the Lincoln area, capable of producing a tornado on the north side of Lincoln. Again, that warning runs till 3:15. Some good news for the folks in parts of Seward and Butler counties. Again, that tornado warning was allowed to expire, as this storm has definitely become the more dominant storm, the storm off to the right of that storm. But still, David City could still see the possibility of some, say, quarter to maybe half-dollar size hail as it approaches town here. But still, main concern right now, again, we got a couple areas. One on the northern side of Lincoln, another one, again, up in Boone County. Again, these tornado warnings run till 3:15 for Boone County. Also the one in Lancaster County. Otherwise, this one here for northwest Lancaster County, kind of the same area this is warned under. And that expires at 3, but still, we'll be tracking this for about another half hour at least. Again, dangerous storm near the Lincoln area. Areas north of Lincoln, be on the lookout. Again, make sure you're seeking shelter. Places like Waverly, Oresco, as this storm moves through the north side of town. Again, Davie, Raymond also in the path of this storm. Again, make sure you're seeking shelter if you're in those areas. Agnew, also look out for the storm heading your way. Again, Valparaiso, also you're kind of on the cusp of this tornado warning as well. Ceresco, also look out, that tornado warning heading your way. Again, this dangerous storm. We've seen reports of a wall cloud on this storm, and we have not seen any confirmed tornadoes yet on this storm that's in the Lincoln area. However, we are watching things very closely. And again, we've seen a wall cloud on that storm, also back off in the northwest of there. This is severe thunderstorm warning in Butler County now, but still have the tornado warning here for parts of Greeley, Nance, also in Boone counties. And again, just a quick update on this storm here in Boone County. Again, this is approaching the Petersburg area. Look out for you guys. Possible tornado. Again, just radar indicated at this point. Golf ball size hail also possible with this storm, so look out. We got a dangerous storm. Again, this has been the one that set off everything this afternoon. And again, tornado warning remains in effect till 3:15 for Boone County as this storm moves off to the north and east at 15 miles an hour. Possible tornado golf ball size hail on this storm. Again, the storm just to the north of Primrose right now, about 12 miles west of Albion. Again, still some possible rotation with this storm. Let's go back and throw on the velocity. Again, still a pretty significant couplet here, right along Highway 50, or 91. Just to the east of Spalding, just to the west of Albion. Again, we're looking, I will circle this right here again, right along Highway 91, looking at this possible rotation right there, right along 255th Street, I do believe. Yeah, this storm moving very slowly. It's been pretty stationary the last few radar scans, but still moving very slowly. If you're in these areas, make sure you are seeking shelter in some kind of sturdy structure. And again, this storm not moving very fast. Should stay mainly over rural areas. Again, 15 miles an hour is not a very good clip, and again, no specific populated areas coming up here. But look out, Petersburg, you're down the line. Albion, be on the lookout for this storm as well. Otherwise, I'll go back down to the Lincoln storm, just to get a quick update on that. And again, this storm looks to be broadening out a little bit, so some good news there, although this newer potential line on the southeast side of the storm, something to watch. Again, hopefully that goes north and east of Lincoln. However, if you're in those areas, again, make sure you're seeking shelter. Again, North Lincoln, Ceresco, Waverly areas in between Ceresco and Lincoln as well. And again, we're tracking the possibility of a tornado in the Lincoln area. Had a wall cloud come through Lincoln a short time ago, so this storm is definitely capable of producing a tornado if it does in fact do so and gets the right amount of moisture and ingredients needed to do that. Again, no confirmed tornado on this storm. I'm going to go back and throw on the velocity here just to see what we have. And again, pretty broad rotation at this point, which is still some good news. And a quick update on this cell that we're looking at itself. Again, that tornado warning still in place. Again, northern Lancaster County till 3:15. Again, tornado ping pong ball size hail possible in this storm too. Again, this storm capable of producing a tornado is located 4 miles northeast of the Lincoln Airport. Again, 5 miles north of Lincoln. Again, this storm moving off to the north and east about 30 miles an hour. Again, possible tornado reported near the Lincoln Airport with this storm. Again, look out places like Davie. The storm heading your way in about 5 minutes or so. Otherwise, we are continuing to track, again, this severe weather. Again, a tornado warning still in place till 3. This is kind of on that same storm. This is the warning here on the left side. Again, this just a quick update. Possible, again, tornado near the Lincoln Airport. Tornado and golf ball size hail. Possible on the ground. Oh, we have a confirmed tornado on the ground as I am looking at Nathan Moore's live stream near Lincoln right now. We have a confirmed tornado on the ground near Lincoln. Let's see if I can get up Nathan's live stream here. We have a confirmed, once again, a confirmed tornado on the ground near Lincoln. All right. Once again, we're going to go back here and see if we can see this tornado on the ground. Again, this storm in Lincoln, we have a confirmed tornado. I have seen this on camera on the ground near Lincoln, more than likely on the north side. We have a confirmed tornado on the ground. We'll try to get this up here. Hold on, folks. See if we can bring up Nathan's stream. Here we go. Folks, we have a confirmed tornado on the ground. This is our storm chaser, Nathan Moore. We're looking live here on our camera. Again, this is his live stream right now. A confirmed tornado. I'm not sure where this is exactly in terms of location, in terms of where Lincoln is. But again, we can see a clear tornado again on the ground. This is near Lincoln. Again, there's not a confirmed tornado warning on this storm yet, but more than likely, we will see a confirmed tornado warning here before too long. We have a tornado on the ground. This is our storm chaser, Nathan Moore, in the Lincoln area. Again, it's tornado on the ground as it moves off to the north and east. Again, trying to figure out where this is in town exactly. Looks like he's along Interstate 80. We have a confirmed tornado on the ground. And again, this is near exit 399, more than likely looking off to either the southeast or northwest. I cannot tell right now, but we have a confirmed tornado on the ground. Nathan Moore, our chaser, on it right now. This is his video live stream. We're looking to the southeast. This is on the southeast side of Lincoln. We have a confirmed tornado on the ground. Again, this is moving north and east about 30 to 40 miles an hour. And storm chaser Nathan Moore is on this storm as we speak. Hopefully get a better visual here of the tornado any second. Again, our storm chaser Nathan Moore tracking this as we speak. Confirmed tornado on the ground in the Lincoln area. Okay, confirmed tornado located 4 miles south of Davie, 7 miles north of Lincoln, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. Baseball size hail also possible on this storm. There's your tornado right there. On the ground, causing damage more than likely as we speak. Again, this is our storm chaser Nathan Moore in the live stream. He's zooming into the tornado right now. That looks to be gaining strength as we speak. If you are in Lincoln right now, specifically on the northwest side, you need to be seeking shelter. We have a damaging tornado on the ground. This is confirmed, causing damage. Looks like it is intensifying very quickly. Looks like it's starting to widen out a little bit as well. Again, if you're in the Lincoln area, you need to be paying attention to this storm. Again, confirmed tornado in the Lincoln area. Storm chaser Nathan Moore on this storm as we speak. Hopefully get a better visual here of this storm in just a second. But again, a confirmed tornado 4 miles south of Davie, 7 miles north of Lincoln, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. And again, confirmed tornado on the ground as we've seen here on Nathan Moore's live stream. Again, we have a confirmed tornado in the Lincoln area, on the north side of town, I do believe. Again, this storm located 4 miles south of Davie, 7 miles north of Lincoln. I'm not sure if that's what I'm seeing here. This possibly could be a different tornado. I'm looking at this very closely. Also got a newly issued tornado warning here. This is for southeast and Butler County as a result of more than likely this tornado on the ground. This new tornado warning runs till 3:45. Damaging tornado, again, quarter-size hail possible of that storm. Again, a confirmed tornado on the ground 4 miles east of Ulysses, 7 miles or 11 miles south of David City, moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. There is the tornado on the ground. What a storm that is. Again, we have a damaging tornado in the Lincoln area. This is our storm chaser Nathan Moore's live stream. And again, traffic at a standstill. One other thing I want to point out, if you're ever in this type of situation with hail, do not park under an overpass. That is a recipe for disaster. Again, this storm causing damage on the north side of Lincoln right now. There's the tornado, again, right there. Causing damage. We have seen this tornado planted. It is causing damage in the Lincoln area. If you're in this area, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. Again, our storm chaser Nathan Moore providing us all this footage. Again, confirmed tornado in the Lincoln area. Again, that tornado warning now in place till 3:45. Again, this also includes southeast Butler County. Again, we have a tornado on the ground causing damage in the Lincoln area. Okay, from the National Weather Service at 2:55, it confirmed a large, extremely dangerous tornado located near Davie, or 9 miles north of Lincoln, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. National Weather Service explained this is a particularly dangerous situation as this is a very intense tornado. Again, we're seeing that right now as our storm chaser Nathan Moore on this storm. Again, 9 miles north of Lincoln, this storm moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. Damaging tornado on the ground as we see here. And again, if you're in these areas, make sure you are seeking shelter. Protect yourself in a basement, storm cellar, some kind of interior structure, an interior room at the lowest level of a home. As we are seeing, again, a tornado on the ground here in the Lincoln area. Again, there's your tornado. Maybe roping out right now. Just incredible footage from our storm chaser Nathan Moore. Looks like, hold on, off to the west here, maybe another possible rotation over there I just seen. Yep, Nathan's shifting over there. New circulation developing right over there. Again, this one just roped out. This is going to be the new tornado right here. Again, this is just to the north of Lincoln as we speak. Again, very broad rotation. It's on the ground right there. You're seeing debris kicked up. Again, new tornado forming. This is around the Lancaster, also near Central Saunders, Butler County as well, 345. Again, this is our storm chaser Nathan Moore. Again, new tornado developing. This is some absolutely incredible footage from Nathan. Again, tornado more than likely on the ground. We've seen a couple of quick spin-ups here. Again, more than likely this thing is starting to intensify as it spins. See the rapid rotation developing right now. Again, more than likely this will be planting here any second. Again, this is north of Lincoln, about 9 miles. This is near Davie, 9 miles north of Lincoln. The storm moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. Again, National Weather Service indicating a particularly dangerous situation. New tornado has just planted, causing damage as we speak. Again, if you're in these areas, be seeking shelter immediately if you can. Again, tornado moving off to the northeast about 30 miles an hour. Again, tornado on the ground, as we are seeing right now. Again, new tornado is forming as we speak. We're going to stick on this for a little bit. Also, we want to point out we do also have other tornado warnings out there. Boone County, again, until 3:15, also have that tornado warning in place. And again, areas around the Primrose, Spalding areas, also towards Albion, look out. Another tornado warning for you for not 15 minutes or so. Again, new tornado on the ground here. This is causing damage. Again, this is around the Lincoln area. Also want to point out that tornado warning I just mentioned for Boone County. Now a confirmed tornado on that storm. Again, 8 miles north of Primrose, 10 miles west of Albion. That storm moving northeasterly at 25 miles an hour. Confirmed tornado, okay, this is on this storm here. Confirmed tornado located over Waverly. Again, moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. Damaging tornado, baseball size hail possible on this storm. Again, we're seeing the tornado right now. Again, this is in the Waverly area. If you're in the Waverly area, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. Again, our storm chaser Nathan Moore providing us this incredible footage. And again, also another tornado warning in effect till 3:45 for southeastern Butler County. A confirmed tornado on that storm. This storm 5 miles northwest of Dwight. It's 9 miles south of David City. Again, that's not this one we're looking. This is likely the one over Waverly right now, I think, according to our storm chaser Nathan Moore, I do believe. Once again, damaging tornado in southeastern Butler County. Confirmed tornado on that storm. That storm moving off to the north and east about 25 miles now. Just some, again, that tornado and around the Waverly area right now. Very clear on Nathan Moore's live stream, as we can see. Again, we're just going to stick with this as long as it goes on. But again, tornado in the Lincoln area, specifically around the Waverly area. Again, make sure you are seeking shelter as this tornado moves its way on through. And again, look at the upward motion in this, just incredible as it spins up very violently. Again, we're tracking, again, as these storms move east, like I had mentioned earlier, they're moving into a very unstable air mass, and this is what we're seeing right now. And again, tornado on the ground still, and around the Waverly area here. Again, this is courtesy of Nathan Moore, our storm chaser. His feed, again, giving us this incredible footage. Again, still that tornado on the ground causing damage. You can see the debris ball being wafted into the air. And again, we'll just stick with this as long as we can. Again, that tornado warning still in effect till 3:15. I would more than likely imagine this will probably get extended. Again, a confirmed tornado located over Waverly, 11 miles northeast of Lincoln, moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. Again, baseball size hail also possible with this storm. This is a very destructive storm. Again, seek shelter immediately if you can. And again, there's your tornado. Looks to be roping out right now. Hopefully that is the case. Again, just some incredible footage here from Nathan Moore. Again, maybe trying to, a little bit more circulation, trying to come in on the back side of this the mesocyclone itself. And again, this tornado warning, if you're on the northeast side of Lincoln, again, confirmed tornado on the ground near Waverly. Again, 11 miles northeast of Lincoln. Storm moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. Again, damaging tornado, baseball size hail possible with this storm. Again, this incredible rope out here of this tornado in the Waverly area. I believe that's where this is. Still, this tornado on the ground. You can still see it there. It's still roping out. Hopefully this does not intensify anymore. Again, there's that tornado again. Some incredible footage here from Nathan Moore. Definitely big shout out to him for getting this footage. Once again, looks to be still on the ground right now. Still see a little bit of debris still in that area, so again, maybe still on the ground at this point, but again, your main circulation looks to be dissipating at this time, so some good news there. This is around the Waverly area, I do believe. Again, we'll be tracking this through the afternoon. Looks like that tornado has roped out. Oh, we have a new circulation developing here. This is on, okay, this is still that Waverly storm, I do believe. Let's go back to radar just to see kind of what we're seeing here. Again, confirmed tornado in the Waverly area. Okay, a new update on this tornado warning, a confirmed tornado warning. This is for northeastern Lancaster, as well as Sarpy, Douglas, southeastern Saunders, northwestern Cass County. That warning runs till 3:45. Confirmed tornado warning on that storm. Again, that tornado, like we were just saw, was 3 miles west of Greenwood, 13 miles northeast of Lincoln, near Waverly, moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. And again, this warning now runs till 3:45. Damaging tornado, softball size hail. That is almost 3-inch diameter hail, folks. That is huge. Once again, damaging tornado in the Lincoln area near Greenwood right now. This is our live stream from Nathan Moore, Storm Chaser. He is on this storm tracking it. And again, tornado warning now issued till 3:45 for this dangerous supercell north and east of Lincoln. Again, this is the third tornado that we have seen on this storm. First one, again, looked pretty intense. The second one was still very intense. This one, not nearly as intense, but still, treat this. If you're in these areas, please be in a safe structure, in the basement, some kind of interior room. Again, tornado on the ground. Parts of Lancaster County. This is near Greenwood. This is our storm chaser Nathan Moore, his footage, as he is live streaming this. And again, this tornado warning in place till 3:45. Again, this is for northeastern Lancaster County. And again, this storm moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. Not only is there a tornado on this storm, this is the third tornado that we have seen with this storm, according to Nathan Moore's live stream. Also, softball size hail on this storm. We're also seeing starting to see a new circulation develop here on this storm, according to Nathan Moore's live stream. Again, a couple areas of interest here with this specific supercell. Again, very thankful this did not impact the city of Lincoln directly, but still we are tracking this dangerous situation. And again, this storm north and east of Lincoln right now, near Waverly, near Greenwood. Again, the latest on this one, again, tornado warning until 3:45 for northeastern Lancaster County. Again, storm moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. So northeast of Waverly, near Greenwood. More than likely, we're seeing the rotation somewhere in here. And again, we're kind of seeing this red and the green colors meet. That's right where this storm is. I'll circle the area of interest that we're looking at here. Again, probably somewhere in here, I would imagine that tornado is right now. So that's on the southern edge of that supercell, and again, that's about where you'd be seeing these tornadoes. Also another area of interest up here as well. Again, if you're in the Greenwood area, be seeking shelter immediately with this storm. Confirmed tornado on the ground. We have seen that with Nathan Moore's live stream. At least 3 of them we've picked up. Once again, a very dangerous situation in Lancaster County. I also want to point out we do have a couple other tornado warnings here this storm. Again, this is near Brainerd. Confirmed tornado on the ground with this storm. Near David City. Again, I'll throw up the velocity on this storm itself. Kind of a broad rotation at this point. Maybe it has weakened the last couple. Let's see where the last half hour has gone with this storm. Looks like there was a little intense rotation earlier. I think that has weakened a little bit. Still a confirmed tornado on the ground. That tornado warning for parts of Butler County, that runs till 3:45 as well. Again, Brainerd, look out. This storm heading close to you guys. David City may just pass just to the east. Again, if you're in these areas, make sure you're seeking shelter with these storms starting to take more of a very tornadic approach to them. They have really intensified, especially over the last half hour or so. And as they move into that more unstable air mass, this is the end result that we're getting here. This is, again, tornado warning for eastern Butler County. Confirmed tornado on the ground with that one. Good news is, well, we still have one more tornado warning here. This is for parts of Boone County. This should be expiring here, hopefully, within a few minutes. That warning's still in place till 3:15. As I throw on the velocity, you can see the very well-defined couplet here, just to the southwest of Petersburg. If you're in Petersburg right now, definitely be seeking shelter if you can. This storm moving off pretty slowly, though, to the north and east. About 15 to 20 miles an hour. Actually just see an extension of this warning. A tornado warning now in effect till 4. This is for south central Antelope, northwestern Boone counties. Again, until 4 o'clock now on this storm. Again, just a radar indicator. We should see the warning pop in. There it is. Which now includes Elgin, Petersburg as well. Areas in that area too. Again, between Petersburg and Elgin. Be on the lookout for this dangerous storm heading your way. Again, not a confirmed tornado on this one yet. We have not seen an extension of the confirmed tornado warning. But still, treat this as if there is a tornado on the ground. Petersburg be seeking shelter. Also in Elgin, be seeking shelter as well. Also, several additional severe thunderstorm warnings there and around the Albion area. Look out for that. And again, the main concern right now, this is storm near Lancaster, northeastern Lancaster County is taking to take on more of a hook echo type shape once again. And once again, let's go through the velocity on this really quickly. Again, possible rotation again near Ashland. If you know people in the Ashland area, be on the lookout or tell them. Be seeking shelter. Memphis, Riverside, Able. Look out for those areas north of Greenwood. Again, confirmed tornado warnings still in effect. Again, for northeast Lancaster County. Again, until 3:15. And that has been extended to include parts of northeast, specifically northeast parts of the county. Again, 3:45, that warning out till now. Again, it includes Waverly. I think it's past Waverly. We have seen a couple of confirmed tornadoes on the ground near the Waverly area. Again, this dangerous supercell moving off to the north and east. 40 miles an hour or so. Again, softball-sized hail, also a possibility on this storm. It's very underrated. That is some very dangerous hail with that storm. And again, more than likely, with this classic supercell shape here, moving into the extreme northeastern parts of Lancaster County. Let's throw the velocity on this real quickly. I would imagine there'd be a tornado somewhere in the extreme parts of northeastern Lancaster County right now, just based on the shape that this has. Once again, tornado warning still in effect until 3:45 so for Lancaster County. Again, this will more than likely be moving out of our coverage area here before too long. So again, if you're in northeastern Lancaster County, be seeking shelter immediately if you can. We have seen a confirmed tornado on this. Again, another confirmed tornado warning near David City, near Brainerd. Again, I'll throw the velocity on this one once more. Looks like this has broadened out a little bit, so possibly some good news. Again, that confirmed tornado warning in effect until 3:45. Again, parts of Butler County, near David City, near Brainerd and Garrison. That storm moving close to you. We have also one more tornado warning around the area. Again, this is the storm that started it all off this morning, or late this morning, early afternoon. Again, this storm, we've got a cluster of storms here for parts of eastern Boone and southeastern Antelope counties. In fact, just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for that until 4 o'clock. Ping pong ball size hail possible on this storm. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts as well. On that new warning, which has been issued until 4. Again, that includes parts of Antelope and Boone County, the eastern parts of the county. Albion, you're on a severe thunderstorm warning as well. Another tornado warning here for Petersburg. Again, be seeking shelter if you're in that area. Again, looking at velocity, maybe weakening a little bit on this last radar scan, so maybe some good news there as this approaches the Petersburg area. But if you're in the Petersburg area, be seeking shelter if you can, immediately, as soon as you can. Once again, tracking a possible tornado. This storm has had a history of producing tornadoes. And once again, this storm near Petersburg, Elgin, look out. This storm heading your way as well. Again, not really seeing a defined couplet on here, but I would imagine there's still some rotation within this storm. More than likely just to the south and west of Petersburg. Again, that tornado warning in effect for Boone County till 4. Also parts of Antelope County that includes now, and parts, places like Elgin. So again, we're tracking lots of severe weather. Again, an update on the severe thunderstorm warning here for southwestern Boone County. Again, that near Albion, moving northeast towards town at 25 miles an hour. So that is that storm right here. Moving towards town, again, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, half-dollar size hail possible with that storm. Again, that moving off to the northeast pretty slowly, 25 miles an hour. Again, just look out for some half-dollar size hail. Otherwise, again, tornado warning still in effect, again, till 4 o'clock now for Boone. Also parts of Antelope County, too. Again, if you're in the Petersburg, Elgin area, be seeking shelter. Another still confirmed tornado warning near David City. Again, this is just more than likely southeast of David City, north and west of Brainerd, right along Highway 92, or in that vicinity. Again, that confirmed tornado warning on that storm till 3:45, so another half hour on that one. The most concerning of these, though, has been this storm we've seen. Storm chaser Nathan Moore saw 3 confirmed tornadoes at least touch down in and around the Lincoln and Waverly area. Again, a short time ago, some incredible footage we had. Otherwise, you got that tornado warning more than likely. Once again, we just saw that one expire. Now till 3:45, this storm, or this warning out until. Again, I would more than likely imagine most of the circulation moving out of our coverage area, but extreme northeastern Lancaster County, be on the lookout for this dangerous storm moving your way. Get in a safe shelter if you can. Again, we've seen this storm has also now had a history of producing tornadoes. It's really become the dominant supercell in parts of eastern Nebraska. Again, also watching this storm very closely in parts of northeastern Gage counties. It's like you're trying to form a little something intensifies more there. Again, that storm moving out of Lancaster County. Again, more so into the Ashland area. Again, if you know people in these areas too, folks, definitely be sure to let them know that this dangerous storm is heading their ways. This storm continues to have a history of producing these tornadoes. Again, a couple of violent tornadoes that we saw there on Nathan Moore's live stream. Again, another tornado warning update. This is the one for Butler County. This still confirmed, again, 3 miles northwest of Brainerd. On this storm here, again, this is for east central Butler County. 5 miles southeast of David City, this storm is still going. Again, damaging tornado possibly on the ground. Again, emergency management confirming a tornado with this storm. Storm moving off to the northeast about 25 miles an hour, so another slow mover. But if you're in the David City, Brainerd areas, be sure to be seeking shelter with this storm in the vicinity of you guys. Again, this storm moving into northern parts of Butler County at this point too. And again, if this continues to produce, more than likely see an extension of this tornado warning as well. I also want to go back now to that cluster of thunderstorms again in and around the Petersburg area. Still got that tornado warning for you guys. And again, I want to go back and see what the velocity is looking like on this one. Again, it's just some hopefully broad rotation right now, but again, Petersburg, I think you need to be seeking shelter as this storm is moving your way. Elgin, you're not far down the line either. areas along, I believe it's Highway 14. Again, be seeking shelter, again, areas north between Petersburg and Elgin. Be seeking shelter from this storm as it moves off to the north and east, about 15 to 20 miles an hour. Again, these storms are a little bit slower moving compared to those ones in southeast Nebraska that we're seeing right now as well. Also got a couple more severe thunderstorm warnings here for this cluster of thunderstorms. Again, this was the big storm that set everything off this afternoon. Got one there approaching the Albion area. Again, that storm warning in effect till 3:45. Boone County, again, Albion. Gonna look out for some big hail coming your way, ping pong ball size hail, in fact. And again, also for eastern parts of Boone County, also in southeastern Antelope counties. Again, that dangerous storm heading your way. Again, east of Albion, moving due north. Again, these storms moving somewhat slower compared to the rest of these storms. Again, it looks like this tornado warning hopefully out of Lancaster County at this point. But again, this is also still moving towards a very populated area. Again, if you know people in these areas, make sure to let them know that this storm is heading their way. And again, this storm had a history of producing tornadoes. We saw 3 of them at least in parts of Lancaster County near Waverly a short time ago. So again, I've got a couple more tornado warnings to stick out here, and then we'll hopefully see things wind down later this evening as they move out of our coverage area. Again, Viper radar still got this confirmed tornado warning here for Butler County till 3:45. This tornado warning, again, northeast of David City right now. If you're in the David City area, be seeking shelter. Areas east and north of the east of town as well. This dangerous storm is on its way as well. Also have, again, there's that new severe thunderstorm warning. This should be expiring here before too long. Again, it's also tracking a few more somewhat discrete thunderstorms start to develop here. One there in northern Lancaster County, another one there in parts of northeastern Gage County, southeastern Lancaster County. Another line of storms from Hastings down east of there towards Fairmont, Geneva, down towards Hebron. Again, this is all due to a surface low pressure system working its way through the area. Plenty of wind shear. That's why some of these tornadoes have gone up. Also, why some of these strong winds have got a little moisture. Again, just the conditions are right for this tornado to develop here this afternoon. And of course, more than likely, it will continue to do so across eastern Nebraska this afternoon and evening as it moves into Iowa. Again, if you know people in this area as well, towards Ashland and Gretna, be sure to let them know that the tornado is heading their way as well. Again, still a confirmed tornado from that one. I would more than likely imagine we'll see a reduction of this confirmed tornado warning here for Lancaster County before too long. Still a confirmed tornado warning for Butler County till 3:45. And also one more tornado warning here. This is for the Petersburg area in Boone County. This runs until 4, so another 40 minutes on these guys. Again, no confirmed tornado on this one near Petersburg, but we have seen this storm had a history of producing tornadoes, at least 5 so far, according to the National Weather Service. Again, do have a newly issued severe thunderstorm warning here. This is for Antelope and Central Boone counties. Now runs till 4:15. Again, we're seeing an extension of all this activity here in much of Boone and Antelope counties. Again, more than likely this warning will be allowed to expire. And we'll see this one take over, and then that warning is still in effect for parts of Boone and southeast Antelope counties till 4. So that's what we're looking at right here. Again, Neely, a pretty good hail core coming into town. Again, still that tornado warning in around the Petersburg and Elgin areas that we're watching closely too. Again, velocity showing kind of a broad rotation at this point, so a good sign that maybe this storm is weakening. At least that is the hope anyway. Again, that warning still in place for parts of Boone and Antelope counties till 4. Again, that storm moving a little slower. Again, just off to the north and east, about 20 miles an hour, if that. So again, if you're in parts of, say, north central Boone, south central, they have just dropped the warning. Some good news there. Looks like that rotation was broad enough. They have dropped that warning. Still do have more severe thunderstorm warnings out there. Still a confirmed tornado warning. This is for, again, parts of Butler County and around David City. And more than likely it is associated with this storm. Looks like that storm is actually moving out of the warned area right now, so maybe that will also be allowed to expire. But still, a severe thunderstorm warning until 3:45 for Butler County. Also, a newly issued severe thunderstorm warning. This is for northwestern Lancaster County. That was that little cell that was just popping up a short time ago that I was looking at very closely. Again, this storm looking a little bit more menacing now. That runs till 4, this new severe thunderstorm warning. Again, this is north of Lincoln, near Raymond, I'd say east of Agnew. Again, that storm moving off to the north at 45 miles an hour, a very fast mover. Again, ping-pong ball size hail possible with this storm as it moves off into off to the north near Valparaiso and Ceresco. So again, some dangerous storms out there, folks. We have had several confirmed tornadoes. Again, some on our live stream as well. Nathan Moore a short time ago near Waverly. Again, it looks like that tornado warning hopefully out of Lancaster County. I actually want to throw it back now to Nathan Moore's live stream. We have some possible damage here on Nathan's live stream. It was a semi overturned on the highway. So again, hopefully the damage is not too bad in the Lincoln area. We saw, again, it was right along I-80 actually, where that overturned semi was. Again, this is on the east side of Lincoln. Again, this is right as it goes over towards Waverly. But again, that was where that semi was overturned on the interstate. So again, just kind of a heads up if you're in the Lincoln area. Again, seeing some damage. Semi overturned on the interstate, blocking some traffic. So again, this is a very dangerous thunderstorm complex. Again, moving northeast towards the Omaha metro area. So again, if you know folks in that area, make sure to let them know that that dangerous storm is heading their way. Has a history of producing tornadoes as well. Again, that's still got that confirmed tornado warning there for Butler County that runs for another 20 minutes or so. We'll see if they allow that to expire, as that storm has really kind of moved out of that area. I'm also seeing some damage reports here near Waverly Road. State trooper reporting a house struck by tornado. Power lines down in that area too. This is on Waverly Road. Again, seeing a few damage reports come in. Again, lots of pictures. I've seen some overturned pivots in that area too. Some good news along with that storm. Looks like that tornado that was on this storm, and again in Lancaster County, looks like that tornado was on there that has lifted. So maybe some good news heading as that storm heads into Omaha. Otherwise, still have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings in our area. Again, this one here for northern Lancaster County until 4. Also have confirmed tornado warning still for Butler County. I'd more than likely imagine that would expire. Still got that severe thunderstorm warning until 3:45 too. Again, treat that storm as if there is a tornado on the ground. Also got a couple more severe thunderstorm warnings here. This is for Boone, also Antelope counties. Again, this is that same storm that really sparked things off this morning near Ravenna. Had a couple of tornadoes in the Farwell, Elba area. Again, those seem to be brief, but still, this storm has had a history of producing tornadoes in the Neely-Albion area. So again, don't be surprised if possibly this could re-intensify and recycle the storm once again. Here's a quick update here on the severe thunderstorm warning that we were just looking at in northeast Butler County. Again, that now in place. Just actually, a new warning. This is for once again northeast Butler County till 3:45. That storm runs until. And that was that storm there. More than likely, these will be allowed to expire. Still, maybe, possibly could drop a tornado. Again, there's that little hook type signature on that little storm, but still, we're watching that one very closely. Otherwise, again, more severe weather, parts of Lancaster County, south and east of Lincoln. More storms trying to go up near Bennett. And there's probably down to Adams as well, north of Adams near Panama. East of Firth, and again, another storm there, trying to go up as well. Again, this storm looking a little more concerning here. I'm starting to see a little more of a hook here in northern Lancaster County on this storm. I'm going to throw the velocity back on this one. Not really seeing any rotation on this storm right now. But if this storm continues to intensify, look out for parts of northern Lancaster County for maybe under tornado if it can continue to intensify, that is. But again, that severe thunderstorm warning still in place till 4. Also, that severe thunderstorm warning in effect till 3:45 for Butler County. More than likely we'll see these, the confirmed tornado warning expire. They have not issued a tornado warning on this storm yet, so more than likely that'll expire, as well as this severe thunderstorm warning here. Also have a new confirmed tornado warning. This is just east of our coverage area. Again, this is near Albion, just east of Albion, near Newman Grove, Lindsay. If you know people in those areas, again, make sure you let them know to seek shelter. Another confirmed tornado warning for them. Again, that storm has had a history of producing tornadoes all afternoon long. We saw the first one just after noon near Ravenna. And it's continued to recycle and re-intensify over the course of the afternoon. And again, we're tracking that storm. Again, hopefully stays out of our coverage area. Of course, you don't want to see tornado warnings regardless, but again, we're still tracking severe thunderstorm warnings here for parts of Boone, Antelope counties till 4:15. And again, once we lose these tornado warnings, I think we will take a break from coverage as we are still tracking more severe weather again, possibly for another couple hours after this. But it looks like the worst of it has hopefully passed, at least in our coverage area anyway. We're still watching a couple of storms here. Again, one in northern Lancaster County, still one in northeast Butler County that's had a history of producing tornadoes. And still got a couple more storms here in parts of Boone, as well as Boone and Antelope counties, that is. So again, we'll stick with this for a little bit longer until the confirmed tornado warnings expire in our coverage area, and we will send it back to, eventually, regular programming. Again, just got a few more severe thunderstorm warnings. Again, this tornado warning here just out of our coverage area. This actually impacts parts of Madison and Platte counties for those that are interested. So if you know folks in that area, again, make sure to let them know that that tornado warning is heading their way. And still got a couple more of severe thunderstorm warnings there for Antelope, Boone counties till 4:15. And speaking of that storm in Lancaster County that I was just mentioning a short time ago, we now have a tornado warning on that storm. Again, this is the extreme northern part of Lancaster County. Again, this is just to the west of Ceresco, right along Ashland Road near Valparaiso, and north and east of Agnew, and northwest of Davie, again, where we saw that intense tornado a little bit earlier. Again, that tornado warning now in effect until 4:15. This is extreme north central Lancaster County, also into central Saunders County. Possible tornado, just radar indicated on this storm as it moves off to the north at about 40 miles an hour. Again, that storm about 4 miles north of Raymond, 14 miles southwest of Wahoo. Again, that moving north at 40 miles an hour. Golf ball size hail also possible on this storm. I'm going to throw the velocity on this just to see if we can see any kind of rotation. Maybe a little broad rotation there, and again, just southwest of Ceresco. I'm looking at an area possibly right in here for a possible tornado once again. Again, this may be a little bit slow, the radar scan, so they typically are a couple minutes slow, but still have a possible tornado. Again, if you're in the Ceresco, Valparaiso areas in northern Lancaster County, make sure to seek shelter in some kind of a sturdy structure. Again, a basement would be ideal. Also, you have a storm cellar, some kind of interior room on the lowest level of the home. Again, just continuing to track, again, more severe weather this afternoon. It has been a very active afternoon. Several tornadoes reported near the Waverly area. Also more tornadoes reported with this cluster of storms here again, which is now up in Antelope and Boone counties. Again, we saw some tornadoes in and around the Ravenna area, moved over towards Elba, Farwell, near Rockville as well. Again, this hopefully should be the last of it for a little while. Again, we're going to track this for a little while longer. Again, looks like that storm now lifting north into Saunders County, hopefully out of our coverage area. But if you know people in this area, again, Weston, Wahoo, Ceresco, be sure to let them know that this storm is on their way as well. Also tracking this dangerous supercell that was the one that produced the tornado near Waverly a short time ago. And again, make sure to let people know in these areas the confirmed tornado warning is still in effect there. Again, still got that confirmed tornado warning here for Butler County. I would have more than likely imagined that storm probably about done. More than likely imagine they probably will expire this. But still got a couple more again, now a tornado warning here until 4:15. Speaking of that old storm, it's been kind of our nemesis today. Another tornado warning. This includes Albion. Another tornado warning here for southeastern Antelope, northeastern Boone counties. This runs till 4:15. Possible tornado. Oh, confirmed tornado now on the ground. Possible a confirmed tornado 4 miles southeast of Albion. This storm moving off to the north about 20 miles an hour. A very slow mover once again. But again, another tornado warning here. This is for once again southeast Antelope, northeastern Boone counties till 4:15. Damaging tornado, ping pong ball size hail. Again, this storm near Albion right about now. So if you're in Albion, you need to be seeking shelter as soon as you can with this storm near you. Again, we're seeing somewhat of another recycling intensification with this supercell. Again, this is the one that's been producing all kinds of tornadoes throughout the afternoon hours. More than likely on the east side of Albion, somewhere in here is where that tornado is right now, as we're starting to see some more of those red and green colors come through. So again, confirmed tornado warning now till 4:15. This is for Boone, also parts of southeast Antelope counties. Again, this storm has a history of producing tornadoes. We've seen a few of them on this storm. Right in there, probably north, just to the east of Albion, we're starting to see that hook echo again, once again on this storm. And once again, a confirmed tornado warning. Again, this northeastern Boone, southeast Antelope counties near Albion, this tornado is located near. And again, another tornado warning just east of our coverage area near Lindsay right now, too. So again, if you're in these areas, Albion, for example, you may be seeing the possibility of that right now. Again, this storm moving off to the north and east. Kind of slow, 20 miles an hour, so not very fast. Looks like to be over mainly rural areas, so some good news there. But Albion, be seeking shelter. Areas north and east of Albion, be sure to be seeking shelter as well. So again, not really seeing too much here on the velocity, but still a confirmed tornado on this storm. Again, the area of interest just to the east of Albion. Again, 4 miles southeast of Albion, this was reported. This tornado, this confirmed tornado 4 miles southeast of Albion. Again, just kind of a very slow mover. So again, you got a couple more warnings around the area. Again, that warning kind of the main concern right now, that is a confirmed tornado in our coverage area near Albion. Otherwise, still a tornado warning here for northern Lancaster County. It looks like that storm has moved into Saunders County at this point. And again, still have that confirmed tornado warning here for Butler County, but more than likely that will expire here before too long, as that storm has moved well off out of our coverage area too, and significantly weakened. But again, tornado warning now has been reduced. Again, Lancaster County, you are now in the clear from this storm, so we've just seen that live. So some good news there. Again, that storm now out of our coverage area, moving into Saunders County. But if you know people in the Wahoo area as well, make sure to let them know that that storm is heading their way. Otherwise, more showers and storms trying to develop across parts of southeastern Nebraska along the cold front. More severe thunderstorm warnings there in northeastern Kansas. Another cluster of storms here along I-80 between, say, Aurora and York we're looking at as well. Again, I'll throw this on a different radar just to kind of give you a perspective on the amount of storms that we're looking at here and around the Tri-Cities. And again, you got more storms along Highway 81, along Interstate 80, down back towards Kearney, even towards Lexington. So again, been a very active afternoon. This lead line, though, that's where the worst of these storms will continue to be here for the rest of today. Again, these almost out of our coverage area, but still have, again, a couple more severe thunderstorm warnings, one more tornado warning. Again, this tornado warning for Boone, also southeast Antelope County is till 4:15. So again, that tornado just to the south and east of Albion, it was confirmed a short time ago. I would have more than likely imagine here that this storm probably had the tornado more than likely somewhere to the east of Albion, right along Highway 91 at this point. Again, if you're in these areas east of Albion, make sure you be seeking shelter. Also, in parts of northeastern Boone County, be seeking shelter as well. This storm approaches Highway 32, goes into Petersburg before too long. And again, this storm also impacting potentially parts of southeastern Antelope counties too. So again, just kind of recap, it's been a very active afternoon. Several tornado warnings, especially with this thunderstorm here in particular. We still have that confirmed tornado warning until 4:15 for Boone and Antelope counties. Again, we're looking at a possible hook here on this storm. Again, right just to the east of Albion. Pretty good hook on this one now. Again, if you're in the Newman Grove area, you want to look out for a possible tornado heading towards you east of Albion. Let's look at the velocity couplet on this radar in particular. This is the Omaha radar, so pretty far away. So it could be looking at some upper level or more rotational loft in the atmosphere, so not necessarily at the surface. But still do have kind of a broad rotation here on the eastern half of Boone County. Probably just to the east of Albion. I would imagine that rotation is somewhere, probably, well, circle this so you guys can see as well. More than likely somewhere in here is that tornado. Again, probably northeast of Albion, trying to move into northeastern parts of Boone County. Again, this is a confirmed tornado warning. That means we have seen a confirmed tornado on the ground with this storm. Again, just an update on this. Confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado 30 miles east of Albion, moving north at 20 miles an hour. In fact, the National Weather Service indicating a particularly dangerous situation with this storm. So if you're in these areas, we have a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado. This is 3 miles east of Albion, moving towards northeastern parts of Boone County. Again, this is in effect till 4:15. National Weather Service describing this as a particularly dangerous situation. You need to take cover if you're in these areas. Again, east of Albion into the northeastern parts of Boone County, seeing another confirmed tornado on the ground, large and extremely dangerous according to trained weather spotters. Law enforcement confirmed tornado as well. And again, if you're in these areas, again, be seeking shelter in some kind of sturdy structure, in a basement, storm cellar. If you have an interior room on the lowest level of a home, mobile homes are no good in these types of situations with a large and confirmed tornado on the ground like this. Again, if you're in a mobile home, you need to seek shelter somewhere else. Mobile homes are very dangerous in these kinds of situations, as they can be easily lifted by the tornado with no solid foundation to those mobile homes. Again, confirmed tornado warning, large and extremely dangerous situation, or large and extremely dangerous tornado, 3 miles east of Albion. This storm moving off to the north at 20 miles an hour. More than likely this storm right along Highway 91. Moving off to the north 20 miles an hour. Very slow mover. Again, damaging tornado in progress as we speak. This is confirmed by law enforcement. Again, this storm trying to take more of a hook echo type shape with it as well. Again, that storm just to the east of Albion. Again, if you're in these areas, be seeking shelter immediately if you can. Also, just a heads up, a tornado emergency for the far western side of Elkhorn. Tornado emergency, for those who do not know, is a step above a confirmed tornado warning. So that means there is a large, violent tornado causing damage if there is a tornado emergency. That's on the west side of Elkhorn. If you know people in that area, please tell them to seek shelter immediately within this area. Again, tornado emergency for parts of the Omaha suburbs. So if you know people in those areas, please tell them to seek shelter. Very dangerous situation unfolding there. Otherwise, still that confirmed tornado warning for Boone County, southeastern Antelope County. Large, extremely dangerous tornado on the ground with this storm. It's been confirmed by law enforcement and trained spotters. Again, particularly dangerous situation. Take cover immediately if you can. If you're in parts of eastern Boone County right now, again, north and east of Albion, we're looking at this storm. Again, very classic hook echo type shape to this thing. And this has been the one that's been going all afternoon. This same supercell. This is the one that hit northeast of Ravenna Road, or maybe towards Rockville, Elba, Farwell, and Holt and Wolbach as well. Go ahead and look now on velocity. Again, tracking the potential tornado, more than likely somewhere in here. Again, north and east of Albion, where those red colors meet the green colors. And again, this storm moving into mainly rural areas of eastern Boone County and into far parts of southeastern Antelope County. Again, extremely dangerous situation there is a large and extremely dangerous tornado has been confirmed. It was 3 miles east of Albion. That storm moving north at 20 miles an hour. Also starting to see here, take note of this, more of a defined couplet coming into view here on radar. Right with this green color, the radar going towards the radar meets this red right in here, probably just to the west of Newman Grove. That's where about where that tornado probably is right now. Again, right in there is where that tornado is. That's where north and east of Albion, southeast of Petersburg. Again, this storm moving to the north and east, probably more so due north, about 20 miles an hour. This is approaching the Highway 32 corridor in eastern Boone County. Again, confirmed large, extremely dangerous tornado on the ground. It was confirmed east of Albion. This is moving north about 20 miles an hour. It's a very slow mover, so if you're in eastern parts of Boone County, you need to be taking shelter as soon as you can. Of course, if you know people in this area too, make sure to let them know this dangerous storm is heading their way. And tracking that dangerous situation there in eastern Boone County. Another confirmed tornado warning there for parts of Madison, also Platte counties. This confirmed tornado warning for Butler County should be allowed to expire. Also want to indicate that there is a very dangerous situation unfolding here in the Omaha suburbs. A tornado emergency near the Waterloo area. Large violent tornado reported on the ground in that area. Again, if you know folks in that area, make sure to let them know that there is a tornado on the ground in that area. Again, tornado emergency is a step above a confirmed tornado warning, just to make that clear. It's moving into a populated area, not the ideal situation you want to see. Otherwise, still got that tornado warning here in parts of eastern Boone County. Again, still the confirmed tornado warning on that. Looks like we got our latest radar scan with this storm. Again, let's go ahead and see if we can see anything here on velocity. Again, still got that couplet in eastern Boone County, again, northeast of Albion. I'll throw on the storm tracker for this one just to kind of give folks an idea of when to expect this tornado. Again, slow movers, about 20 miles an hour, off to about the northeast. If you're in the Closter area, make sure to be seeking shelter with this dangerous storm heading your way. We have seen, again, potentially a large, extremely dangerous tornado on the ground east of Albion a short time ago. Also seeing some reports in the Lincoln area of some major damage, some structure damage to the north and east of Lincoln, near the Waverly area. Again, it looks like a tornado maybe hit a warehouse, possibly. Still, we'll have to keep a close watch on that. Otherwise, still tracking, again, this tornado warning here in eastern Boone County. Again, this is near the Closter area, the neighborhood area. Again, I'd say probably 20 minutes out this storm could be from you guys. And this storm hopefully will pass, again, east and south of you guys. Still a very dangerous, potentially, situation. A large, extremely dangerous tornado on the ground north and east of Albion. Again, this tornado warning runs until 4:15. This is for Boone and southeast Antelope counties. Tracking this very closely. Looks like a new circulation trying to develop near the Newman Grove area in far eastern parts of Boone County. Seeing a brief little intensification here on the southeast side of this storm. This latest radar scan, you may notice right where that bright green meets this red, that's right where we're looking for this tornado. So again, far eastern parts of Boone County, specifically in northeastern parts of Boone County. Again, that's right where this tornado is tracking right now. Throw a new storm track on this guy so we can see where this guy is heading. Again, northeast about 20 miles an hour, not moving very fast, so if you're in these areas, be sure to be seeking shelter. Again, the closer area maybe moving away from you, hopefully. It's maybe moving more into Madison County at this point. And this is just to the west of Newman Grove, north and east of Albion, southeast of Petersburg. This latest tornado, confirmed tornado on the ground. Again, a large, extremely dangerous tornado was reported 3 miles east of Albion. This is moving north at 20 miles an hour. Again, a particularly dangerous situation. Words from the National Weather Service. Again, mainly over rural areas, but still parts of southeast Antelope, northeast Boone counties. Be sure to be seeking shelter from this dangerous storm heading your way. And again, this tornado warning is still in effect till 4:15. Again, another tornado warning here for parts of Madison and Platte counties still. Again, this storm kind of been the dominant supercell all afternoon long. And this was the same one that produced several tornadoes in and around the Ravenna, Rockville, and Elba Farwell areas. Again, also some additional tornadoes reported near the Waverly area. Looks like major damage possibly coming in. So again, there is a tornado emergency for parts of Omaha. Be careful if you know people in this area. Be sure to be letting them know to seek shelter immediately. Once again, a tornado emergency, a step above a tornado warning. That goes till 4:30 for west side of Omaha and north side of Omaha as well towards Blair. So again, if you know people in that area, be sure to let them know that the tornado is on its way, heading potentially towards them. Otherwise, do have an update here on the tornado warning in, once again, southeast Antelope and northeastern Boone counties. Still have that confirmed tornado warning here until 4:15. Again, confirmed large, extremely dangerous tornado located 5 miles west of Newman Grove, about 8 miles northeast of Albion, moving northeast a little faster now, 25 miles an hour. Again, National Weather Service indicating this is a particularly dangerous situation and seek shelter immediately if you can. Again, parts of northeastern Boone County, southeastern Antelope County, the extreme southeast corner. Again, this storm making a mad dash, again, towards these areas. Again, law enforcement confirmed tornado on the ground with this storm, still in place till 4:15. So again, that storm, once again, the latest update anyway, about 8 miles northeast of Albion, moving northeast about 25 miles an hour. Maybe moving into parts of Madison County at this point. This hook echo, we've been seeing this on some of these supercells all day long. Once again, still have a little bit of a couplet here, north and west of Newman Grove. Be right where that tornado warning is as we speak. Once again, still have that severe thunderstorm warning here for about another 10 minutes for parts of Antelope, Boone counties. Again, also another one for the same areas really too, but until 4:15. And once again, we're tracking that possible tornado, maybe crossing over into Madison County at this point, northwest of Newman Grove. But if you're in these areas, once again, be on the lookout for this tornado. A report from a tornado from the Lincoln storm. It sounds like the Garner Industries facility on the east side of Lincoln took a direct hit. Hopefully everything is okay there. Hopefully as... Oh, okay, again, we got some reporters going to the scene at Garner Industries for that storm that impacted eastern parts of Lincoln earlier. It's still a main concern right now, at least in our coverage area, the eastern part of Boone County here. Again, this is now crossing over into Madison County, northwest of Newman Grove. This tornado warning, confirmed tornado still on the ground. Again, law enforcement confirming this large, extremely dangerous tornado 5 miles west of Newman Grove. Again, in far eastern parts of Boone County. Again, 8 miles northeast of Albion. This storm moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. Again, we'll stick with this for a little while longer, as long as this tornado warning hopefully moves out of our coverage area. Again, still several tornado warnings in place around the region. Again, tornado emergency for western parts of Omaha, northwestern parts of Omaha. Very intense couplet here. Wow. Northeast of Waterloo. If you're in these areas, that storm approaching the Bennington area, be sure to let people know that there's a large, extremely dangerous tornado confirmed by the National Weather Service heading that way. Again, a very concerning signature right there. That is a very classic. Look at that debris ball right there, northeast of Waterloo. Very well-defined debris ball right where that base velocity is on the northeast side of Waterloo, heading towards Bennington. If you know people in the Bennington area, make sure to let them know a dangerous tornado heading their way. Make sure to let them know, seek shelter as soon as possible as a tornado emergency once again for the northwest side of Omaha. Still have a tornado warning there for Wahoo. Again, that tornado warning for till 4:15. Again, still in our coverage area. Again, it's probably crossing over now into maybe Madison County, but the far eastern parts of Boone County, again, northwest of Newman Grove, northeast of Albion, still a large confirmed tornado, large, extremely dangerous tornado, 5 miles west of Newman Grove. That was the last report that came in. So again, more than likely, this is still crossing into Madison County at this point. I'm getting another update right here. Okay, yeah, confirmed tornado warning still in place till 4:15 for eastern Boone County, extreme southeast Antelope County. Again, that severe thunderstorm warning for this area too, set to expire here hopefully before too long. Also have a newly issued severe thunderstorm warning. This is for Antelope County, northern parts of the county, till 4:45. So again, we're almost out of the woods, folks. We have been tracking this all afternoon long. The first tornado touched down near Ravenna shortly after noon. Once again, still got a couple more tornado warnings out there right now. One more in our immediate coverage area. Once this expires, we'll send it back to regular programming. Still got a couple here in the Omaha area. In fact, if you know people in the northwest side of Omaha, a very significant, hopefully, not really good situation happening right now just southwest of Bennington. A big tornado right here is indicated by the storm velocity radar heading towards Bennington. If you know people in this area, make sure to let them know, seek shelter as soon as they can. Again, large, dangerous tornado in that area. Pretty significant debris ball being seen on a correlation coefficient with this storm. Again, not a good situation there. If you know people, again, this is a tornado emergency. That's a step above a confirmed tornado warning. Usually you only see these in the areas for populated areas. If you have a confirmed large, extremely dangerous tornado moving into a populated area, that's what we're seeing here right now in the Omaha suburbs. Again, now look out for that storm there. Otherwise, still have, again, one more tornado warning here. Looks like it's maybe crossing now into Madison County. Still do have that confirmed tornado warning for about 20 minutes. This is for Boone, also extreme southeast Antelope counties. Again, a large, violent tornado on the ground with this storm as it moves into Madison County. So if you're in far eastern parts of Boone County, be sure to be seeking shelter immediately if this storm has not already crossed over into Madison County. Also have another severe thunderstorm warning. This is for eastern Pawnee County, down in southeastern parts of Nebraska. Looks like we're starting to see more development down there in terms of severe weather potentially. Again, that warning right down there over Pawnee City right now. Those storms moving off to about the north and east, about 20 miles an hour, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail possible on that storm. Again, that storm just around the Pawnee City, Table Rock area. Again, possible. Just some severe thunderstorm, just a severe thunderstorm warning for Pawnee County for that area. Otherwise, just some additional scattered shower storm development on the backside of the surface low. Again, still have one more confirmed tornado warning. Again, law enforcement reporting a large, extremely dangerous tornado a short time ago. It was near Albion, east of Albion, about 3 miles, moved northeast. A very slow mover as well, about 25 miles an hour is all that storm is moving into, but still maybe moving into Madison County right now. In fact, I think it is, based on this latest signature. Again, northwest of Newman Grove, almost a perfect rotation there on velocity. I'll circle what I'm looking at here. Again, right where the red meets the green, right here is where that tornado is right now, in progress, on the ground more than likely. Again, It's mostly in, I would imagine it's in Madison County at this point, but still eastern Boone County, southeastern Antelope counties, don't take this for granted. Make sure to be seeking shelter if you can. Otherwise, another tornado warning there for parts of Madison County already. More than likely, with this on the ground, I would imagine this probably gets extended into Madison County, heading towards the Battle Creek, Norfolk areas. Meadow Grove, look out as well. So again, a very dangerous afternoon, folks. We've seen several tornadoes reported. Again, unfortunately, some major damage coming in towards the Lincoln area. It sounds like Garner Industries on the east side of Lincoln took a direct hit. Again, we're going to be tracking this for a little while longer. As soon as these tornado warnings move out of our coverage area. Also, one more, just to mention one more time, dangerous situation unfolding here in the Bennington area. Again, a tornado emergency on the northwest side of Omaha. Again, if you know folks in that area, be sure to let them know. A big-time tornado has been reported on the ground. But still, violent tornado signature on the radar. Again, moving towards the Bennington Lakes area. So once again, still have one more tornado warning here in our coverage area. And we will hopefully send it back to regular programming. And this is for far eastern parts of Boone County, still in effect till 4:15. Again, this is for far eastern parts of Boone County. Again, southeast Antelope County is still in this warning. Looks like we did get an extension of this tornado warning into parts of Madison County. So I'm hoping that this may be the last of it for now, at least for the tornadoes for a little while. I'll throw the velocity on this radar real quick. And yeah, I would have more than likely imagined this storm has moved into, again, parts of Madison County at this point. So again, that confirmed tornado warning still in effect for Boone and Antelope County, so 4:15, so about another 15 minutes here. And more than likely, if this continues to move off to the north and east, we'll more than likely, hopefully, see this expire here for southeast Antelope and eastern Boone counties. But if you're in these areas, again, north and west of Newman Grove, again, that storm near the intersection of Highway 32 and Highway 45, excuse me. That storm right on the corner of that right now. So if you know folks in that area, make sure to let them know that storm heading their way. And again, we're seeing, hopefully what's the last of it here, folks. It's been a wild afternoon of severe weather. Still have a tornado emergency there for the northwestern sides of Omaha. Not a good situation there northwest of Bennington. The Washington area. Again, it looks like a violent tornado on the ground there. Hopefully that will weaken before too long. It's a tornado emergency once again for this area for northwestern sides of Omaha. That means it's a step above the confirmed tornado warning. Usually you only see these if they move into populated areas. If you get a violent tornado moving into a populated area. Once again, still got one more confirmed tornado warning in our coverage area. Again, there was a confirmed tornado warning on this storm, or a confirmed tornado rather, east of Albion, southeast of Petersburg. It looks like it hopefully has moved into Madison County, but still, if you know people in these areas, make sure to let them know that seek shelter immediately if you can. Again, another 15 minutes on this warning, which looks to be moving out of our coverage area. I also want to point out, got a couple more severe thunderstorm warnings around the area too. Got another one here for northern Antelope County. That runs till 4:45. Again, possibility of some quarter-size hail on this storm. Looks like most of that now moving out of our coverage area too, to maybe Knox County at this point. So again, northern Antelope County, look out for that storm heading your way. Otherwise, still have that confirmed tornado warning there. And that Albion storm till, say, 13, 14 minutes or so. Again, it looks like most of the activity is starting to wind down. At least the initial round has really started to wind down, move out of our coverage area a little bit. Also do have one more severe thunderstorm warning here. This is for Pawnee County, specifically in the Pawnee City area as well. So again, the activity winding down. We've seen a very active afternoon. We've seen several tornado reports, again, on the east side of Lincoln near Waverly. Again, this storm up here, which still has a confirmed tornado on it, moving out of our coverage area. First dropped the tornado just to the north and east of Ravenna. then it moved north and east from there towards Rockville. Allegedly put a brief tornado down there. Then it moved over towards Farwell, developed new circulation near the Farwell and Elba area. And then it approached the Wolbach area, kind of stationary, just north of Wolbach, and has continued to move northeast there in the eastern parts of Boone County. So again, that storm hopefully moving out of our coverage area. Again, the tornado warning looks to be hopefully expiring here at 4:15. And that rotation again mainly over parts of far eastern, or actually east of our coverage area now, but potentially far eastern Boone County into Antelope County, but still watching this very closely in case it does turn back into our coverage area, but hopefully this will continue to move off north and east and cause minimal damage, if any. Still kind of been a wild afternoon once again. Had several tornadoes on the ground. A couple of violent tornadoes apparently near the Lincoln area. Sounds like Garner Industries took a direct hit. You know, it sounds like we have reporters heading to the scene of the Garner Industries. So we have some live coverage on that later tonight on NTV News at 5 or 6. So we'll see if that is able to work out. Again, we've seen several tornadoes this afternoon, most of them out of our coverage area now. Still got one more pesky little storm here in eastern Boone County that we're monitoring very closely. Again, that rotation hopefully just east of Boone County to Madison County now. Hopefully see an expiration of this confirmed tornado warning. There was a confirmed tornado on the ground, again, east of Albion, about 3 miles. That has seemingly moved into Madison County. One more update here, the severe thunderstorm warning, a newly issued one. This is for southeastern Antelope, northeastern Boone counties. This new severe thunderstorm warning runs until 5 o'clock. That is this new warning box here. Again, we're looking at the possibility of 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail on this storm. Again, kind of the same areas that tornado just went through a short time ago. So we're getting one more round of that severe weather potentially. And again, southeast Antelope, Boone counties in effect till 5. Again, storm moving off to the northeast about 30 miles an hour. Again, this should hopefully be the last storm that we see in our coverage area for a little while. A significant storm, I should clarify. Real quick, I do want to see if there's any rotation being seen on this storm, as this area has had a very interesting history of tornado genesis here lately. Again, that storm looks to be off into Madison County, well into Madison County at this point. But again, one more time, do have one more, at least a couple more severe thunderstorm warnings around the area. Let's recap that one more time. Southeast Antelope, northeast Boone County, severe thunderstorm warning till 5. This one here for northeast Antelope County till 4:45, quarter-size hail possible on that storm. And now looking off to southeastern parts of Nebraska. Again, we're seeing more dangerous storms develop there in the Omaha area. More tornado warnings heading into town, so be careful with that. Also, one more storm here near the Table Rock area. Again, that's severe thunderstorm warning for Pawnee County till 4:45. So we got a couple more severe thunderstorm warnings. We're just waiting for this confirmed tornado warning to expire here in parts of Antelope and Boone counties, and then we'll send it back to regular programming. Again, that storm near the Newman Grove area, that initial tornado warning, again, that was near, it's probably approaching the Meadow Grove and Battle Creek area right now. That was that storm there, but this new storm, I should say, in eastern parts of Boone County, right where that tornado was, unfortunately, a short time ago too, so they're getting hit once again. Again, law enforcement confirming a large, extremely dangerous tornado, again, 3 miles east of Albion. And again, that was moving off to the north about 20-25 miles an hour, so kind of a slow mover, hence why it's taking a little longer for these storms to get out of our coverage area, but still have a confirmed tornado warning here for about another 7-8 minutes or so. And I would more than likely imagine this will be the last one that we see for a little while, if not all night. So we're just waiting on that one to expire, and then we will hopefully send it back to regular program without having too many more severe winds the rest of today. Again, most of the severe stuff off to our east right now. In fact, this is a very dangerous situation here in the Omaha area. Again, a tornado emergency, just for those who don't know or have missed. Again, this is a step above a confirmed tornado warning. Usually these get issued when a dangerous tornado moving into a populated area. Again, on the northwest side of Omaha. Hopefully not some, potentially some significant damage there we'll see before too long as well, unfortunately. Not a good situation there. If you know people in this area as well, the Blair, Fort Calhoun areas, be sure to let them know a dangerous tornado heading their way. Looks like maybe splitting town heading towards the DeSoto area. So again, if you know people in those areas, be sure to let them know that this tornado is heading their way. Also, tornado warning approaching the Fremont area. Again, that's parts of Saunders County there. Otherwise, still got this one tornado warning. Again, kind of a pesky storm that's been tracking here across central parts of the state this afternoon. Again, for another 5, 6, 7 minutes or so, and then hopefully this will be allowed to expire for Boone and southeast Antelope counties. You still have that severe thunderstorm warning there till 5 for parts of Boone and Antelope counties too. And still got that severe thunderstorm warning there for Antelope County till 4:45 as well. Things are starting to wind down here a little bit, folks. There we go. Of course, I say this, and we do get a newly issued tornado warning. This is for northeast Pawnee County. This runs till 5 o'clock. Tornado possible on that storm. Once again, tornado warning for northeastern Pawnee County. Again, we're starting to see some of these tornadoes go up fairly quickly with some of these storms. Again, somewhat of a rotation on this one, but this looks to be in far northeastern parts of Pawnee County. Again, North Table Rock it looks like. And kind of a broad circulation there, possibly. Again, maybe around the Table Rock area, possibly seeing another tornado. Again, that storm moving off to the north about 35 miles an hour, so that'll be out of our coverage area before we know it. Again, that in extreme northeast parts of Pawnee County. So if you're in these areas, be sure to be seeking shelter once again north of Table Rock near Elk Creek. Again, that storm moving off to the north about 35 miles an hour. Tornado, golf ball size hail also possible with this storm. Again, thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado 4 miles northwest of Table Rock and 7 miles north of Pawnee City. So again, another dangerous storm unfolding there possibly. Again, we're starting to see all these storms, especially in the eastern part of Nebraska, this start to go tornado warned. It just shows you how much instability and wind shear there is in the environment in eastern parts of Nebraska right now. Again, I had mentioned earlier some of these storms that we're starting to go up in Lincoln, really start to enter that unstable air mass right in that area. That's where we saw those tornadoes start to come down on the northeast side of Lincoln. Again, confirmed tornado warning near Waverly. You can still have this pesky tornado warning in place till 4:15. Shouldn't be allowed to expire here for Boone and southeast Antelope counties. We're just watching that a little closely since there is still a confirmed tornado report on that, although I think most of that circulation, or if not all of it, is really over Madison County at this point. But again, folks, if you do know people in these areas that are impacted by these storms, be sure to let them know these dangerous storms are heading their way. A lot of these storms capable of producing tornadoes. In fact, that tornado emergency there for parts of northwest sides of Omaha is still an incredible couplet here in the northwest side of Omaha. Again, tornado emergency for, say, the Blair DeSoto area. Again, that storm looking very bad at this point, but still tornado emergency there. Tornado warning still for Saunders County. And again, now a tornado warning for parts of Pawnee County, specifically the northeast part of Pawnee County. Throw back on this storm once more. Looks like that is about to move out of our coverage area too. So some good news there. But Again, so we'll be tracking this. There is the possibility of a tornado on the ground. Again, if you're in these areas, be sure to be seeking shelter. Again, northeast Pawnee County, probably north of Table Rock. And this warning in place till 5, but the rate this is moving, it's moving off to the north at 35 miles an hour. More than likely, this will be soon moving into, say, Johnson and Nemaha counties. Once again, folks, it's just been a very active afternoon of tornadoes. Seen several reported across the area. A couple, unfortunately, doing some major damage in the Lincoln area. Once again, tracking more tornadoes. Again, another bad one. Oh, look at the hook echo on this one. On the northwest side of Omaha, just an incredible. There's a lot of debris being wafted there, folks. On the northwest side of Omaha, near DeSoto and Blair, there's a violent tornado on the ground. Again, just the radar signature on this is just amazing. Not what you want to see. Just a classic circle right there. That signal just came in for, too. Again, a tornado emergency there for northeastern parts of Omaha, or northwestern parts of Omaha, excuse me. Again, if you know people in those areas, be sure to let them know that tornado's heading their way in the DeSoto area. So again, this tornado warning here for confirmed tornado warning for Boone, southeast Antelope County should be expiring. We have not seen any indication that this will get extended as these storms have moved out of our coverage area once again. Also tracking this interesting thing right here. Again, this is on the northern part of Nance County. This little storm right here posing a little bit of an interesting signature. Again, as it moves into Platte County right now as well. So an interesting little signature on this storm as it moves north and east. Again, this is right in the area of that surface flow. There's a lot of wind shear and a lot of moisture going on with these storms right now, and this is what we've been seeing all afternoon. With these storms going up, just very quickly intensifying, carrying supercell characteristics. Again, supercell thunderstorms are the ones that usually produce tornadoes. Again, we've seen that all afternoon long. Started off near Ravenna. Then it kind of progressed from there northeast of town. Then we started seeing these storms fire up along Highway 81, moving towards the Lincoln area. Of course, that's where the storms are now in the Omaha area. But once again, activity winding down here, hopefully, but still do have a tornado warning for northeastern parts of Pawnee County. It looks to be moving out of our coverage area here at this point, but still far northeastern parts of Pawnee County. Be seeking shelter if you can. This one probably on top of you already, but still be careful with this storm heading your way. Possibly a little broad rotation there on the extreme northeastern part of Pawnee, or the northern part of Pawnee County. So again, that moving out of our coverage area. But if you do know people in these areas too, be sure to let them know that these dangerous storms are moving their way. Again, some good news, folks. We have lost the tornado warning here for parts of Boone, also in southeastern Antelope counties. So tornado signature has weakened significantly on that storm. We're watching this guy closely here in far northern Nance County, though. Northwest of Genoa, maybe near St. Edward, is where that storm is right now. Again, this storm's starting to take more of a hook echo type shape, but maybe moving out of our coverage area here before too long, too. But again, if you're in the St. Edward area, I would be seeking shelter if this storm does indeed go tornado warned. And likewise, we also do have one more tornado warning here for parts of far northeastern Pawnee County. So it looks like that has actually moved out of Pawnee County. So I would imagine we'd probably see that warning get reduced some to not include Pawnee County anymore. So folks, I think we're in the clear. It's been a long afternoon. Thanks for staying with us, and had some incredible footage in the Lincoln area from our storm chaser Nathan Moore. This is some incredible storm coverage there. Several tornadoes reported and recorded on his stream. So I think that'll do it for now. Again, that tornado warning there in Pawnee County looks to be moving out of our coverage area. Again, it's been a long afternoon. Thanks for staying with us. Again, we'll be tracking more severe weather throughout the rest of the afternoon and evening. Most of it should be moving out of our coverage area at this point, though. So, again, Again, thanks for again staying with us, and we will send it back now to regular programming.